to add us to the live stream. We were recording and we weren't on anywhere. So we weren't getting any comments or anything. So yeah. So all that talk just now? Yeah, nothing.
All right. Hi everybody. Hi.
I mean, it's recorded and it'll go on somewhere. I think.
Well, it'll be on there we go.
Oh yeah, podcast.
200 episodes.
Hey, turn off the semi lights behind you. That's too much light. It's like seriously, man. It's like I'm serious. It's like it's too much light. Man, in the middle one. No, even more.
Hold on. How's that? Is that better for you?
Well, technically, but we can still get them. You have a sheen to you, if you'll pardon the expression.
Hey, listen, don't talk to Dirk Pitts that way.
Okay? Just exactly. You're glistening.
Don't talk to Dirk Pitts that way.
There you go. That's better. Now I can see your face, buddy. You were washed out.
But now I'm dark. It's dark. No?
No.
Dirk Pitts.
Dirk Pitts.
I am Dirk Pitts.
In case you didn't know and you're just joining us, it's our 200th episode. Just in case.
Can you believe that?
Because what I did was I started this and we all started talking and I realized that we weren't live anywhere. We were just recording it. So
it'll be on the audio. The audio people will appreciate that.
Yeah.
You missed the origin of the podcast just now, kids. We don't have to repeat it. It's all right.
I like it though.
I do. I like it very much. Let me tell you, I thought people were going to fire me for years. I don't know if you saw me on Drink and Draw.
Jeff is saying in the dark.
What are you doing? I'm telling you, man. Used to be dead silence. Now it's blinding light. Blinded by the light.
How's that? Is that better?
No, it's not good because again, you got the light right there in your face. That's like we don't want that, buddy. There you go. That's much.
The other ones are on.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You did it. You did good.
This guy, he's got an attitude.
Hey, how's it going? Hey. I don't mean to be conspicuous.
That's just because I'm happy.
Literally, it looked like you were being chased by two semis.
There we go. Look there.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, again, you're not making it better. You're only making it worse, but that's fine. Just give up. Stop fiddling. Hey, Yasa, hey, Itzhak Perlman, stop fiddling, please. Thank you. Now, Jack, what did you do? You put too many lights on yourself. You see, that's my Jack. Exactly, attaboy. Very good.
Now you got your good side on, so that's all good now.
No, it's all good now. So.
Okay. Now that you interrupted all of our talk about things,
you interrupted yourself. You started early and weren't live, so that's not.
I'm just glad we're not. I'm glad we're not exactly. Mighty Mike in the I'm glad we're not vampires because we would have all been dusted, Buffy, by your move. I'm just saying,
Wow, it's a rough room tonight, Johnny.
It's Mike Naked, the Vampire Slayer, everybody.
Skoke would have showed up with stakes. Surprisingly, he would have showed up in each one of our streams and did us in.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
honestly, this is the only way I can handle a 200th episode,
Is that booze or grapefruit juice?
I'm never going to tell. It's mostly vodka.
I'm assuming it was pink grapefruit. Look at that.
That's my Buffy steak. See?
Oh, very nice. 20.
You got way too much crap in that office.
I'm going to save this for the next Vault of Treasures.
Is that a real thing, or were you saying when we break out stuff that we own?
No, I did it for Reed Pop. For Reed Pop, I did what they call the Vault of Treasures, and I showed off a bunch of my kooky, wacky, unique collectibles.
Your paraphernalia.
And my collectibles.
And your collectibles.
He got in trouble for showing his paraphernalia.
Exactly. Here's my lightsaber bong that I've had since episode 3. And
he was also only wearing one sock at the time.
Unlike Artie, who wore 3.
So tell us about the draw, the challenge. Megan, I will ask you because you'll be more impartial. Francis, who said he won already.
Franco did win. Franco did indeed win. It was close.
Franco's right.
It was a tie. It was a tie. It was not a tie. What's the word I'm looking for?
Draw.
Yeah, it was a draw. It was a draw up until. Thank you. It was a draw up until the very last one, and then Franco pulled ahead, drawing a sock puppet. So he won. But yeah, it was neck and neck. You're gonna actually find this interesting, Johnny. One of the things was for Artie and Franco to draw pictures of themselves eating hot dogs.
Ooh.
Okay. Right? So they drew the picture, and Franco drew a better Artie, and Artie drew a better Franco. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, you drew each other. That's good. I like that. I like
Drew each other.
Hey, it's C3PO, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, no, it's Arthur. I
got my robe on now. So cold.
He's wearing a robe.
Yeah.
All right. Did you know that tonight is our
200th episode?
Yeah.
I see it right there. Welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast. Yeah.
In case you're just joining us. Literally, because of the live stream, you can say that tonight, Artie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now listen.
You're just joining us.
Should we be concerned with what's going on under the robe at all, or?
Yeah, there's nothing there. I'm real cold. I got stuff. Look.
You're wearing your third sock?
But I'm very cold. It's very cold in my basement. I after that live stream, all my energy left, and I had to eat. Yeah.
I got it now. I got it.
What happened now?
Nothing.
Mike's killing. If we were all vampires already, we'd all be dead right now because Mike's got Klieg lights behind him, like a stadium. It's like in The Natural when Roy Hobbs hits the home run and he hits the lights. It's those kind of bright lights. Bright light.
Oh, bright light, big city.
Yes, sir. Bright light.
You guys want to see Muhammad Ali?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Where's he? You see him?
Yes.
Anything.
Yes, yeah. It's Muhammad Ali. You can see him.
Right next to Batgirl, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nobody
Why
cares.
don't you take the next 15, 20 minutes and fix the lights in your basement, Art?
My lights?
Yeah, that's what Mike was just doing. Mike got very electrician on us. Hold on a minute. Let me get out. Let me go to the truck. I'll pull out a few Klieg lights.
I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There he is. Hey, it's C3PO. And Zorro.
Vader.
It's COVID-19 Zorro, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not talk all day. Don't take our money.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, sure you are. All right, of course.
Look.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's him.
uncanny. You look just like him. Like that smoke is going to be like this for the next 2 hours.
I have a flash.
Literally.
Ooh.
It's just in. Hey, Mark Waid drew that.
Are we all supposed to wear masks?
He's the
I didn't
best
know.
artist.
I like the mask. I'd keep I'd keep the eye mask going and everything.
Couldn't breathe. Couldn't see either.
There he is. There's his human face.
I left the house today and bought things. And I
What?
wore a mask and gloves. Yeah.
What?
I
Harold?
felt like Yoko chips. I had rubber gloves on. Yeah.
Harold?
I've been doing that. I've got my
I
glove.
didn't get Harold's, but I did bring back Frosties, and the house was filled with joy. They were happy I left and returned.
I have a Frosty defrosting right now.
It's a defrosting. Yeah.
Well, you buy a couple and you stack up.
Was that it?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Gigantic gallon jug from Skoke. Yes, indeed.
I like that you
My-
guys were so annoying that Negan
Oh,
left.
look at
then
that.
he came back.
oh,
Hey, it's the Court of Owls.
Court of Owls.
I don't know why I'm acting.
Callan, how are you? Nice to see you.
Darth Vader's
really-
urine right here.
I really need to say to all of you
Now-
right now that this is our 200th episode, so
It's true.
it should be better at this point.
So which? All right, now Skoke, I don't recognize your mask. What's that of?
It's a duck.
Oh, I picked this up in New York when I was at New York Comic Con a couple years ago. I went to a play, and at this play, everybody had to wear a mask. All of the audience, and you weren't allowed to talk, but you could roam throughout this 6th-floor building and watch the different scenes that were happening throughout.
I remember this.
Yes, that's where this
I'll wear
came
my
from.
mask. My
Like
Junior
it.
Birdman eyes.
That's good.
It's good. It's good. It's a good story.
good. I'm not gonna stay like that for 2 hours, ain't nuts?
Oh, hello there. Oh, my. If it isn't my friend John. John, how are you? Oh, dear.
My ay. We used to say ay 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 ay.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's C to lead Dio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
God. I'm
See,
telling you,
creepy.
you're one of the Monarch's henchmen. No. Come
I like
on.
that.
Oh.
He drew a face on there.
It's good creepy. Oh, he's got teeth. It's no longer collectible, or is
Like-
it?
It looks like Pennywise now.
It's original art. Mike making original art.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
gone.
this afternoon on TCM, Some Like It Hot was on with Stoney Curtis. I love you, Slave Boy.
Speaking of which, I was watching an episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show, and Jamie Farr, Klinger, not Klinger, but Jamie Farr was in it. He was a delivery boy from the deli, the local deli or something like that.
It might still be on my phone. I took pictures of that.
What did he do to my salami?
When
delivered
Laura's,
salami?
I think so.
To Boy Niami? What? No, edit that out. That wasn't funny at all.
I'm trying to find the photo of Jamie Farr that I had from that.
If you're just joining us, this is the Oh Yeah podcast live. Welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast.
So for this podcast, we're gonna do something special, right? Start.
What are we doing? Hey.
I have no idea. I hope you guys knew.
Good luck.
No, I don't know. I forgot we were doing this.
I like that Johnny wears a hat for this podcast, but he doesn't on the other one.
My hair's all messed
He's
up.
been wearing hats. Yeah, you look good in a hat, Johnny. Congrats
have
on Mrs. Kettleman. That was pretty cool.
She's great, Julianne. I know that's where, man, she looks great. And I'm like, listen, I have a question. I mean, I just, it's like really like, hey, how's it going, loser at the prom?
Did you Yoko the Dynamic?
No, I mean, well, if people could stomach looking at me on the left while Julie was on the right, good for them, because I just felt that I was not presentable next to Miss Emery, who I love.
She's great.
Hey, Scoot, can you put your eye mask back on for a second?
Yeah.
So I like that the entire world was told to go out and get masked to cover their face, and this is the one that Scoot gets.
Yeah, that's good.
This is Jamie Farr from that episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show as the vending guy.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
Hey.
And he looks
I
at
like it.
He sees Laura in her dance tights. He's like, "Can I say one more thing?" Va-va-va-voom. And then he leaves.
Oh, special guest. Come here.
Oh, it's Oliver.
Yeah,
it's Oliver McMahon.
Hey, dude.
Oh boy,
Is he wearing C-3PO pajamas?
he looks more like 3PO than
Say
you.
hi, guys.
Hi, Oliver.
Hello.
Hey.
There he is.
Say hi to him.
Dude.
You gotta listen to him talking here. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey, buddy.
Oliver.
How are you?
Good.
All right.
All right.
We like your
Do you
PJs.
like C-3PO?
I'm looking for my forky cup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, ask Daddy, because I don't know where it is.
Daddy knows everything.
It's true. Good
I wish I had
don't
a
know.
I wish I had a Forky cup. I might later. I'm not sure right now, though.
Is it a
Bye.
Porky cup? Like,
Bye,
bye.
guys.
Star Wars.
Goodbye.
Hi, Oliver.
Good
You're
talking
awesome.
to you, man.
You're
You look
awesome.
great.
Hey,
Well,
how's it
big-
being a big brother? I heard you got.
Oh,
I heard you got a little sister there now.
he's singing
I'm
the
hearing.
song where Steve's
Yeah, my forky cup used to be here, and you know what?
What?
The forky cup, so the water cup is there. It has a button on the back that you press, and then it pops up, and then we drink out of it.
Wow.
Nice.
You just spoke more than your daddy has in the last 5 years.
In all 200 episodes.
That's very
I like
good.
that. And you said we wouldn't have any special guests for our 200.
Right.
Yeah, we did.
He's an excellent special guest.
Yeah.
I'm glad Oliver enjoyed it. How about this song?
The best thing about our guest is he was not around when Oh Yeah podcast.
Man, we are breaking laws right now.
I was going to say, I like how YouTube is going to flag this now.
Lucasfilms versus Oh Yeah podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Oliver, you're awesome.
Bye.
Good job.
Okay.
We're all big fans.
It's next to the bed downstairs.
He's still talking.
Mr. Bixby's here.
Hello
I like
there.
how YouTube is going to flag all of us on that one.
Exactly.
Here,
I
say-
want to say bye again.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Oliver.
dude.
Bye, Oliver.
Bye.
Bye,
You gotta
bye,
say it like this.
Oliver.
Okay, bye bye. You gotta say it like that.
Exactly.
Okay, bye bye.
Hey, see ya.
Scoot, can you have him say, I like Pink very much, Lois?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do it at the end.
Say I like pink very much, Lois.
What?
Say I like
Oh,
pink
what?
very much, Lois.
I like pink very much, Lois.
There you go.
Very good.
All right. Woohoo!
Wow.
That was pretty
Good job,
Way to
Oliver.
corrupt the kid there, Scoot.
Yeah.
Skook. That's a combination.
Exactly. That's if there were a
Bye.
transporter malfunction and Skook and Scoot merged like that
Yeah, they
episode
came
of
up together.
Voyager. Tuvix.
Skook.
Gook.
I think the 200th episode is over. It's not going to get any better than that.
Chakotay.
Thank
I
you
like
for
how we
joining
had
us.
10 viewers and we went down to 2. I
We
like
peaked
that.
early. Now look at he's all disheveled.
The mask is crooked.
Exactly. It's like, all right, I'm here. How's it going?
Now you guys know why I'm always late and why I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Got to find that Forky cup.
How's the
Yeah.
little one doing?
Forky cup, yeah.
Find
How's
that
the little
Forky
one doing?
cup.
Isn't the forky cup an oxymoron? Because it should be a fork, not a cup.
You're right.
Right. A cuppy fork.
Oh, he was saying forky. I thought he was saying porky cup, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but all right.
Porky pig.
I thought it was saying working cup.
He was
Forky.
actually swearing. So.
Yeah, he
Where's
was.
my working cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Oh,
Porky.
Bum, bum, bum,
Club
bum,
pig.
bum.
that's
He
very
sings
good.
like
Scoot.
you, Art.
You've been learning very well. That's
See, when I play with my kids, I had to play with my daughter with Barbies, and every time we play Barbies, I'd play a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like I would raise her one arm, and then it would go up, and then I raise the other arm, and then I would go bump it bump it bump. And she goes, Dad. And I raise her real slow, and then she grabs her. She doesn't fly. I go, come on. Which one flies?
How come they never made? Well, I guess Mattel would have had to license it from DC, but it is surprising that Barbie never had like a superhero outfit of any kind. And you'd think
Sure she
superhero
did.
would be a natural.
They made a Supergirl's Barbie, but that's as
They need
close as they got.
Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Poison Ivy, Batgirl.
Oh, I didn't know. Say again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Have you guys seen that Toys That Made Us about Barbie?
yeah.
yeah.
I
It
think that's the best
fascinating.
episode.
I
Yeah,
agree with you. It's one. Even Hello Kitty was fascinating.
right. All the
Well,
backstabbing and
Yeah.
mind games going on, and
I think that was an okay episode, except for that lady who had that hand chair in the background.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Right. All I kept
Yeah,
staring at
that's
was that stupid chair sitting in the background.
yeah. Because she said some weird stuff that was. She was kind of offended by something, but
But she
meanwhile
was
she
sitting
has
here, and like there was
Yeah.
a chair right here. It was
she had naked photos or something in the background. It was weird.
like this.
I like the He-Man episode too, because everyone asks, "Who created He-Man?" I created He-Man.
Yeah, they
I
all
did.
created him.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Who
The
did?
Mego one was really good. The Mego one
I
was really
did.
good.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Mego one was cool.
Yeah, that was good.
excellent. Also, in that He-Man one, it's funny because for Terrificon, that was one of the things we were going to have is Don Glutt and a couple other people that claim to be the creator of He-Man, and
Oh, cool.
Seeley was going to be. At least Tim was going to be there, maybe even Steve, and they made that coffee table book.
Yeah.
about He-Man that was really good. So
Yeah, that
Steve
is really
is doing
cool.
great now, you know.
I used to see those guys every time I would go to the Kane County or the late night flea markets. I was looking for Mego parts, and they were looking for He-Man parts, and we would cross each other and say, "Hey, man, go down the next alley as He-Man," or say to
nice.
me, "Hey, there's a Mego,
There it is.
there's a Mego stormtrooper over there, or whatever." Yeah, that's cool. That's
I either
pretty
gave
awesome.
my copy to Chucky or the store. I can't remember. I think I gave it to Chucky.
I like
Those
Chucky.
colors, great.
It's by those Seeley brothers.
Yes, indeed. Steve and
Yeah.
Tony. Yep. Because they're massive fans. They know.
That's
Good
pretty
guys.
cool.
They're experts at that, and they're experts at the bronies. Pony
Are they really?
Yep.
I
Are
don't
they
think
My
I
Little
did.
Pony experts?
Yep.
Scope,
That's
you
cool.
do a Skeletor voice.
Oh, got you, beast man, you fool.
Beastman, meet me in my bedroom later.
Oh,
He's always beating on Beastman. He's always
Yeah.
ripping on him for something. One time he told him to put his seatbelt on. That was funny.
hey.
Man, you fool! Put your seatbelt on. Yeah, he does this a lot. Oh,
I wonder what Matthew McConaughey would sound like if he was yelling at Beastman, if he had the role of Skeletor.
hey, listen, Beastman. I'm gonna need you to settle down. All right. I'm gonna turn you into a rug, man. I'm gonna turn you into a rug.
That's pretty good. I wonder
All
what
right.
Beastman, if he was played by Bill Cosby, how he would react to that.
Hey, come on, man. I'm just trying to be your friend, you see. Leave me alone, man. That's not cool. Always yelling at me all the time. I'm the beast man. I'm in charge of all the beasts with
That's
all the
right.
creatures. You see, man? Come on, don't you're not supposed to make me mad.
Hey, Beastman, meet me in my bedroom. I mean, my cell later.
Hey,
That's
so,
right. That's
all
right.
right, all right.
All right, beast man. Now take it easy. I'm gonna sit back here in my bone throne. That's what it's called.
The bone.
It's called
The
the bone
bone
throne. Yeah.
Did you ever see that one episode where he was escaping from He-Man and he went through a mirror and then his arm came out and punched the mirror so they couldn't follow him?
Oh yeah, yeah. He broke the mirror. Yeah, yeah, that was cool. They did that in the Super Friends too. Somehow, they broke the mirror, and he's like, "Oh, we can't follow him now."
Solomon Grundy hates Super Friends.
I was just talking to Alan Burnett on Thursday for a pod I'll release next week.
Name dropper.
And he was talking about we're working on Super Friends. Thank you.
yeah.
I think we had relevance here. But no, please continue.
No.
Hey, listen, man. Beast man, you fool.
No, you should change it to now Matthew McConaughey with the Legion of Doom and everything. What say you, McConaughey?
All right, I gathered y'all here for a reason. All right. Now we're gonna fight Superman. We're gonna fight Batman. We're gonna fight Wonder Woman. I'm just gonna keep listing all the heroes. Okay, and we're gonna Aquaman. Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom.
Grundy smells crazy smoke from McConaughey's area.
The area.
Quiet, you.
I think it's coming. I think Solomon Grundy thinks it's coming from McConaughey's ass.
Mm.
Grundy knows swamp smells. That doesn't smell right.
The swamp thing.
There you
Thanks.
go, Brad Gibson.
Oh.
There's your match.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, the bread.
The
Brad, there he is. The Brad. Yeah, it was cool.
The Brad. Of course.
I like that drawing competition. Was real fun.
Good.
I liked it even better because I won.
Oh, you did?
And I liked that Johnny didn't believe that I won.
I really didn't, but I thought he was just like, yeah, I won. And I'm like,
Yeah, he did win. Yeah,
That's hilarious. No, Mike confirmed it.
It was close though.
it was
close.
very close. I lost by a sock. That's how close it was.
I'm confused by that. Help me out there, Arthur.
Yeah, there was
It's
a
the
sock
equivalent of
character.
losing by a glove.
We
Yeah,
had it is real similar, but it's just one sock. We tried to use 3, but it was only 1.
I still think that the picture Artie drew. The picture Franco drew of you and him looked actually like you and Johnny.
Oh yeah, he drew himself real small.
He
short.
drew himself real short, and he kind of looked like Johnny's hair. It didn't look like you, Franco.
He had good hair in that drawing. It was very good
You'll
hair.
have to send me the
Yeah.
drawing, Francis, if you have
So
it.
the sock is
Oh, I got him here.
it was a competition. We had to draw the sock mascot.
I'm not going to show the Saki one because that one scared me.
Called the sock guy or
This
something.
is this
Wait,
is
you
the
have to show you.
this is the Art and Franco one.
But look at the
Yeah.
move it over a little so we can see the Franco. It looks
I
like
see
Johnny.
Artie side, yeah.
Looks like Barney Rubble.
That's nice. I can see the resemblance. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Frank.
Wait, Franco, can you please show everyone your Big Bird drawing, please?
Ooh.
I
Oh,
like that. I saw it.
No, you're all going to be ashamed of it. You're all gonna
he
be
said
ashamed.
drawing. Oh, all right. All right.
I did see his big bird. I feel part of the expression.
Oh, you saw my big bird?
Damn right I did. Yeah, it's good.
It doesn't look like Big Bird. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
it does.
It
He's pissed.
looks like the Mira Big Bird.
He's an angry bird.
I didn't watch. I didn't watch. This was my favorite one though.
If he was the mirror big bird, he'd have a beard.
That's the winner right there.
Rocky.
Mhm.
Rocky Balboa and Bullwinkle.
Here's all-
You know?
Rocky beat
Yeah.
Bullwinkle.
Get away from me! I'm going to punch you right in your moose.
That
Take it to
Raging
the zoo, Rock.
Moose
That
and
Raging
squirrel.
Bullwinkle joke, by the way, that's an actual thing. If you guys get a chance, it's an old, I
What?
think it's a Mad TV skit called Raging Bullwinkle. And,
Oh,
it's,
cool.
and it's so funny. It goes through a bunch of scenes from Raging Bull,
Yeah.
line for line with the awful
Yeah.
language.
Did you left my
but
wife?
Bullwinkle
You
as
left
the
my
main,
wife?
as the main character.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. Google it.
That is a classic Mad TV sketch. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Hey, Johnny, what flavor pudding you got there? Is it...
Enjoying a Frosty. I'm
right.
sorry, it's not a frozen Jello pudding, Pop.
Oh man, well it should
Chocolate
be.
Frosty. Rocky.
Yeah.
That's right, kid. Rocky.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
I have a drawing. I unearthed. This is a drawing by Scoot
Oh yeah.
of me as Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus.
That's great.
I like it.
I
You're
know,
welcome.
I'm scared of that one. But sure.
That is awesome.
Very proud of that. That's good. I like it.
Yeah,
Oh my
I took
God.
it off the wall. It was hanging on the wall.
You should have had me do like actual good drawings of you instead of those quick draws at Oh Yeah Comics.
Are you guys ready for tomorrow night for the rewatch of the original Max Headroom pilot? Or Sunday.
No.
Sunday.
Yeah,
All right, we got one more day to prep.
Yes.
And if people don't know, while you guys are all watching, and women, if
Yeah.
there are women watching, there was the ABC show, and it lasted like 14 episodes, and it was basically the same story. But the first time you saw Max Headroom was this hour-long movie that was made for British television, and it's much better than the TV show because they really tell the whole story in 1 hour. Very fast-paced. Critics called it a cross between Network and Blade Runner, which I think was a very
I don't know
apt
what either of
description.
those things are.
And it wasn't like broad comedy the way Max became as a video host and commercials and all the other stuff. I mean, Max was funny in it, but there really is this great like kind of conspiracy plot that has a lot of echoes of today, even though it was made back in 80, 84, 85, whenever it was made.
That's cool. Like, what made you think of potting with the Max Headroom movie? Like, where did that, like, the thought of, like, how did you even remember that? Like, I would never think of that.
Yeah, we came to that because Skoke and I were going back and forth, like, hey, why don't we watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, or why don't we watch, Wolf or something like that?
Yeah.
And Johnny just pulled this one out of his ass.
I admit it, but no,
Really?
you know why? Honestly, because everyone remembers
It's really
Max
obscure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess yes and no. I don't know. I mean, again, people think of Max Headroom. They think of the commercials. They think of, like I said, when he was doing music videos and stuff. But this first story is great because it's kind of cool 80s, 8-bit game-looking kind of tech. And and again, it has this really interesting story. And it was this, like I said, it was this serious movie. And yeah, Max was kind of the comic relief of the movie. But it really follows Edison Carter, Matt Frewer's human character, and I just think it's a cool movie, and I think for people who've never seen it, it's worth watching. Also, I wanted to get something that everybody could watch no matter what because it's on YouTube. The whole movie.
Oh, is it? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask. How did you come across it? How did you find it?
YouTube.
Skoke and
that's
I
cool.
didn't want to do that movie, but Johnny yelled at us.
I
and
did
now
kind
we're
of
doing that
insist.
movie.
Well, because I'm just like, no,
That's
this will be
fun.
fun because it's like I said. I mean, Max Headroom. We all
He kept
remember him.
insisting that it'll be fun.
It's very unusual, but it's I kind of digging it. Yeah.
Well, just like how on Mystery Science Theater, they would pick weird movies to make fun of that were trying to be serious movies. And either they were too low budget or, the bad Japanese knockoffs of like Planet of the Apes, that Time of the Apes.
Yeah.
And I mean, and they're hilarious to watch, but obviously they're trying to make a serious movie. So that's kind of why I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, do you want to make fun of Raiders? I don't know. I mean, I guess we could, and we should ask the fans if that's what they want to see. By all means, show, Channel 11, Mac, exactly.
Now,
Jack, he knows. That's right.
now, what about Max Headroom? Was that a serious movie, or I never saw it? But I've heard that he's
Why
not.
don't you tune in on Sunday and watch it, Art? Why are you asking us all these questions?
Damn.
Man, I'm going
No,
to bed.
he's just asking. Only covers
leaving.
knowledge. Things that they won't
Leaving.
teach them up in
The
college.
200th and final episode.
Exactly. This is where Artie's at it.
236 episode when Artie returns.
I'm out of here.
It's gone. I'm gone. Well, but I heard that he wasn't Max Headroom. He was like human in that one, right? Or maybe I'm spoiling.
Edison
I'm gonna
Carter
tune it.
is a reporter, and he's following this conspiracy story about the network that he works at, and or a different, maybe it was a rival network. I don't remember. I'm gonna rewatch it tomorrow, and then
I
I'll
gotta
be ready
watch
for the
it.
thing.
So you guys
But-
are gonna watch it? Yeah, watch it. Like talk.
We're gonna
about
watch
the
it, and we're
movie.
gonna make fun of it while it's happening.
Watch
And
it
it
on
is.
if you want.
It's cool because
Yeah,
it is.
maybe.
It's very 80s. We'll make fun of the clothes. There's some crazy punk characters in there that are easy to make fun of. Yeah, I'm just like it's a cool, quirky movie that I think will lend itself to college.
When are you guys potting?
Sunday night.
Oh, that Bulls documentary's on. I can't.
Yeah, I understand. I'm going to DVR it. I just kind of figure enough nerds won't care enough about the Bulls documentary. We weren't aiming it to you, Scoot.
That's okay.
You know, you're a big sport fan. The Last Dance.
The Mud Hens.
I do
like the Bulls, though.
I know. That's why I'm doing the Eye in the Sky music for you.
Yeah. Jerry Krause is my favorite Bull.
Jerry Krause.
Don't you think, guys? Don't you think they're going to make? I'm very interested to hear how much they pick on Krause, and it's sad because he died a couple of years ago, so they could never really shoot him to defend himself.
Yeah.
Unless they interviewed him during this thing, because this was filmed in '98.
No, it was. Well, the video is from '98.
Yeah, the footage.
They're also talking about it now.
Yeah, no, but
what?
Sure, we get his perspective in it.
I don't know. He did a great podcast interview before he died, and got into some stuff about his days as general manager and stuff. I mean, like Jordan and the team used to call him Crumbs.
Boy.
Hey, hello again, everybody.
Hi. Another special
Hey,
guest.
there's a baby girl.
The superstar. How are you,
Hello.
kid?
Does she like C-3PO?
Scoot
It's chock
thinks he's
full of
C-3PO. Do you
superstars.
think Scoot looks like C-3PO?
Hello, how are you?
He doesn't look like C-3PO.
Does he look like C-3PO? No, right? Why are you falling down? Sit up. I don't think
Like
it
your
looks like.
PJs.
Oh my!
Well, what are you doing?
Fine.
You saying come by, say hi? No. Are you saying goodnight?
Yeah, keep selling it. It's good. Keep selling.
All right, say goodnight to everybody.
Bye.
Good seeing you.
Bye, baby girl.
Does she know where her Forky cup is?
It's 9:00, kids. Do you know where your Forky cup is?
Come over.
This is good. A lot of special guests in the 200th episode here.
We're pulling
Usually
out all
it's
the
only
blood.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, usually it's only Jeff.
I just found this mess.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh,
That's nice.
Man,
Ah,
Oh my!
that's like that Doctor Who episode where they all have the gas masks on, all the kids. Are you my mommy?
I may have leaked some oil.
Go to sleep, Matt.
that's terrible.
I like that Scoot doesn't break character.
It's for the kids, you know.
for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Oh my
Like
god!
it. Kids like C-3PO. He's been in every movie.
Was he the first
No,
figure you had, Art?
She's not a baby.
It's
Sorry.
your baby girl. Though.
When he's about to be rebooted, my friends, I know I'm dying. It's like they're not your friends, man. You just met these people.
You don't know. I don't even know their names. How do I? It would have been cool. It would have been cool if he called Poe Dameron and Han Solo at the end. Han Solo, good seeing you. And then called the other kid Lando.
Master
Would have
Luke.
been cool.
But a
Master
Daisy
Lando.
called her Master Luke. Yeah.
It'd have been cool. It's like, wait, you better reboot this guy. He lost his mind already.
If he called him Lando and then said, "Hey, where's that guy from Community?"
Then he laughed.
I don't know that. But what about Lobot? Whatever happened to Lobot?
In the morning.
I want to know what happened to
Yeah,
Lobot.
they never showed Lobot and they never referenced Lobot.
He got the communication when Billy D taps on his wristwatch and Lobot's eyes open. Remember?
Mhm.
Was Lobot in Rise? That's a good question.
No, he
No.
wasn't anywhere.
Hilarious. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
Well, like
Again,
what happened? To
JP's
him?
like, yeah, the hell with him and Rose Tico. Beat it.
Yeah,
Poor
like
Rose.
come on.
I felt bad about Rose. I totally
They're all
forgot
hanging
about
out with
Lobot.
Jar Jar.
Misa
Hey, I'm sorry,
said-
that's Yoda. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, you're right.
Oh,
yeah.
Misa, happy to have you here.
Misa.
Yeah, that's
Lobot was
hey,
probably
that doesn't sound racist at all. No, it's perfect. Great idea.
The kids love it.
George says, "Well, I'm very fond of that tribe of people. Let's let it happen."
do it again.
It's George.
The
Yeah,
judges.
it's-
Whenever I hear him say
fine.
Misa, I think he's going to follow up with "Me love you long time," but that's a whole.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah.
I forget that actress's name from Full Metal Jacket.
Daisy.
Papillon Susu.
Thank you. Very good. That a boy scout.
Papillon
Yes, indeed. Papillon
Susu.
Susu. She says, "Me love you long time."
How do you know that?
Yeah.
It's like trying to pick Max Headroom as a movie. Like you know that. Like
I think that's what it is.
Oh, shut up! You know it is. That's because Skoke and I listened to the Gilbert Gottfried podcast, And he always that is the one actress that Gilbert desperately wants to be a guest on the show.
Oh, he likes
Tapion Susu because she says that line in Full Metal Jacket. It's very funny.
Oh,
Very funny.
Oh,
very good. It's very good.
Oh man.
That's the movie where the guy gets yelled at, the Kingpin guy, when he's young, right? Vincent D'Onofrio. That one where he freaks out.
Yeah, but he's. Oh yeah, that's right. He was Kingpin.
Yeah,
in
he was
Daredevil.
that. He was in that.
Daredevil. Yeah.
Because there was a lot of Vietnam movies at that time.
Yep. And also that Arlie Emery guy that plays the sergeant. What is your major malfunction, soldier?
Right. We had
first role?
What's that?
Yeah, what?
Wasn't that his first movie role?
I believe it was.
I
Yes.
think so. Like they had an action figure of him in when they came out. He was like a 12-inch action figure, but you could pull the string or press the buttons, and he would say the lines from the movie. But he would swear. So we sold him at the comic shop I worked at, and we had to put a note on there, please stop pressing the button, because kids were there, and they were, and like the moms would look around, what happened?
Was it a McFarlane toy?
No, I think it was just a generic license, a generic toy.
Man,
Might have been plain Mantis or something like that.
Because I was going to say, nothing sells better to kids than Vietnam War veteran.
Yeah, and he was, man, he said all the lines.
That's awesome.
I just remember, what's your major malfunction? But then he would swear. It
Was there a
pretty cool.
Vincent D'Onofrio Private Pile doll as well?
No, just him.
Okay.
Yeah, he would shoot himself
Sergeant
in the head.
Emery.
Pull the trigger and he would shoot himself in the head.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awful.
Bullets sold separately.
That's awful.
Hey, Johnny, you'll appreciate this. You know what toy I had as a kid? War toy? War soldiers? I had MASH toys. They had MASH action figures.
Yeah.
I have a clinger somewhere.
I have the
That's
Klinger,
Skokie.
yeah. There was a Klinger, there was the Father Mulcahy, and there was the MASH playset, and there was the ambulance and the Jeep.
Did it have the swamp?
He's got his truck too.
He's got his clinger. How does he have stuff? He
So,
has stuff ready all the time.
that was amazing. That is truly on point.
Funny you mention. I had been doing some more cleaning, and I found some more items. That was one of the things I found among the
Nice.
oddities.
There's
I
two of them.
discovered.
By the way. There's a Jamie Farr with his uniform, and there's also a Jamie Farr in his dress.
That's the one
Nice.
Scope gave me. Is the one in the dress.
Yeah.
Pink
Yeah,
dress.
I did.
Right.
Yeah, man. I gave Scoot the one in the dress. Yeah.
I like how when Johnny finds something, he gets up and walks around that apartment.
Well, because I don't have it handy. I don't bring
No.
like, a stack or anything.
I get that. But Scope just pulls him out of his butt because
He
just
has
sits
it.
there and there's nothing else behind him.
He waits
so-
for the conversation to go, and then he goes,
Very, very magician.
what I got.
Very, very Doug Henning.
Mhm. I like the jacket too, Skoke.
Oh, thank you.
It looks very effervescent. Is that the
Oh,
word?
thank you.
Sure it is.
Mhm.
Thank you. Sure it is.
Very. It looks shiny. I don't know if it is, but it looks
That's
shiny.
not effervescent, but I still like it.
Wait, that's not a robe?
No.
No, I'm wearing a
It's not a
robe.
robe.
I'm very toasty in this robe. Feels
It's
good.
not dinner.
Exactly.
Dinner.
I'm underneath this jacket. I'm concealing this item I found today.
Heart
He's
what?
ready.
This is I love Capone. Capone is the name of this dog, not my dog. It was a gift.
As they all are.
A couple of friends of mine gave me a T-shirt of their dog.
I don't know.
That's beautiful.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah, makes not a lot of sense. Does
Are
it?
these the same friends that get you the Fresh Air book and the Fresh Prince book and all that stuff?
Same friends? Yeah.
Skoke is going to show more stuff. I need a good stiff drink.
It's true.
Yeah, he's going to show more stuff. So prepare your beverage.
Exactly.
There's
Scope,
no
do, you have
stuff.
do you have a Marla Gibbs doll? I'm looking for a Marla Gibbs doll. No, I swear to God, there
From the
is
Jefferson
a Marla
line or
Gibbs-
the 227 line? There are two different action figure lines.
There is a
Really?
Marla Gibbs doll. It's a 12-inch doll of Marla Gibbs, and I really do want one.
That's Florence or her 227 character?
It's just Marla. It says on the
It
box.
just says Marla Gibbs. It
Marla Gibbs. That's it. That's
is
cool.
there a Grady action figure from
I
Saturday?
wish there was a
Hey,
great.
Fred.
Hello,
Hey,
Fred.
Hello, Fred.
Is there a Star Wars action figure, Red Fox one? Red Fox standing by.
Red Fox, stand by.
Simply Red standing by. Red Button standing by.
Was there red buttons in there too?
Yes. Those 3 episodes are the best Family Guys.
Oh my God, John Williams! That means we're gonna have to listen to Danny Elfman's music
Because he's dead on the farm.
I remember watching that. It was on like either Christmas or Easter, or Thanksgiving or something. They showed all of them, and we were watching it. It just came on, and my dad was over, and he says, "Wow, look at the spaceships in this Star Wars cartoon," and he got real excited that because the ships look really cool and they're real accurate. And we sat down to watch it, and then he saw like Peter Griffin or somebody, and he went, no, that's not Star Wars. And then he was so disappointed. And I was laughing. I knew exactly what it was, but he got excited. No,
after the first fight with the TIE fighters, I love when then Peter calls his mom. Hello, Mom? Yeah, we won. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. And he was Carlos, his code name. General Solo, that's not my name. Carlos Spicy Wiener. Carlos Spicy Wiener here.
Now, did your dad doesn't he not like Family Guy?
No, he didn't.
I know he has a lot of issues with different shows, but
I don't know if he knew what it was. I didn't know if he knows Family Guy. But when I was a kid, we went to go see the smoke shop used to have comics, and they would have, like back those days, like Toys R Us would have the Hulk. You come meet the Hulk or come meet Spider-Man. Well, the smoke shop there had Batman, Spider-Man, and Wonder Woman. They were all dressed up real cool. So he took us there. I was about 8 years old. I was a little kid, 6, 7. And then Wonder Woman was on TV, Linda Carter. And it might have been even before Star Wars. So we went there to meet Batman. It was real exciting. I met Spider-Man. It was real exciting. And then when we got to Wonder Woman, it was a red-haired lady, and she had freckles. I saw freckles on her shoulders and she just like, I'm thinking, that's not Wonder Woman. That's like, why? Like, what happened? Like, Batman, that's him. And that's definitely Spider-Man. And I got my autograph and everything. And then I told my dad as we're walking away, I said, Dad, that wasn't Wonder Woman. And he looked back and says, yeah, that was her. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I know what he means. But back when I'm 6 years old, I didn't know what he meant.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy who used to call Three's Company at the Janet show. So I get it. Just come on, Janet's on.
Because Joyce DeWitt, absolutely.
Yeah, the Janet show.
Joyce DeWitt.
And he used to call Family Ties. He used to sit down on a couch and go, all right, Halise.
Oh, the mom.
The mom.
Yeah, Meredith Baxter Birney.
Oh, I had a crush on her.
Yeah. Say, all right, Halise.
Absolutely. Man.
So, I tried doing that in my house, and my kids say, Mom, look what Dad's doing. Oh, there's Janet.
Look at that.
Don't you think Palm, what his name was from Guardians as Mantis? I'm telling you, to me, she looked like Alien Janet from Three's Company.
She did. Yeah. She had smooth features on her eyes and stuff. But, yeah, she did look like her.
Janet with an antenna.
Cool. Yeah.
We need an alien Mr. Furley in that movie.
Alien Furley.
Oh, hey, Guardians.
Yeah, Star-Lord. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to double your rent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to take a poll right now. Roper or Farley?
Roper.
Roper. I like Roper better.
I'm gonna go with Furley.
No, because again, Furley was poor man's Barney Fife, and that is your quintessential Knotts. Skoke, your thoughts as the expert on Don Knotts.
The resident Don Knotts expert. I did read his autobiography. I think that qualifies me as a Don Knotts.
Yeah.
Only you and his mother read it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
I actually would read that. I bet he had a hell of a career.
Yeah, that's where I found out he was the host of a gentleman's club at one point in his career.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for Cinnamon on our stage right now.
Was that before Andy Griffin or after?
It was before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It would have been better if it was after, though.
All right, and really more importantly, Fife or Furley. Fife won Emmys. Furley was cute. But Fife was Emmys. And by the time of Matlock, it's like Andy's like, yeah, I'll give Don a job. That's all right.
At the end of
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just going to say quickly at the end of the film, The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, you get a glimpse. Yeah. And that guy says it a lot. There's somebody keeps yelling out, "Attaboy, Luther," at Don Knotts throughout the movie. But at the end, he's playing this character throughout the whole movie, and then at the end, he snaps into this Barney Fife like mode all of a sudden, and he becomes Barney again. But he wasn't like that in the rest of the movie.
I think he's Barney throughout the movie. What Ghost of Mr. Chicken to me is a Mayberry episode where Andy's not there. It is so Mayberry. I mean, they don't say it. There are so many extras and bit players. Hal Smith, Otis the Drunk, is in there. He's in Ghost of Mr. Chicken. Oh my God! I mean, I know. And Dick Sargent, Sam, the second Baron
Sargent
from Bewitched. He's kind of his is not his antagonist. He's not the antagonist. He's his editor. But yeah, basically, it's Barney Fife as a news reporter. A wannabe news reporter.
What about the Incredible Mr. Limpet?
Yeah,
love that movie.
When he's a fish.
Yep,
yeah.
Ladyfish. Ladyfish.
Boy, he sings a song. Yeah, he sings a song about
fish. I don't know how we're going to do it, but here I am.
He wants to be a fish. He sings about it.
Yeah.
Art, I cut you off. What were you going to say earlier?
I was confused if we were comparing Fife versus Furley or Roper versus Furley.
The original question was Roper versus Furley.
Oh, okay, good. So I follow the story then.
There's a lot of those age-old questions like Trapper John or BJ.
BJ.
Right. I'm a BJ guy, yeah.
I mean, I like Trapper John.
Where's Trapper John? The one from the Pernell Roberts one, or the
things we learned on the 200th episode about Mike Henry?
Oh my! Oh dear!
Oh dear! Thank you, Anthony Daniels.
Oh dear!
I like. It's kind of like if C-3PO were at a club. He's like,
Toa, the Toa.
But the Pernell Roberts Trapper John, or the
Wayne Rogers? Oh no, Wayne Rogers is so much better than Pernell Roberts.
Yeah, the Wayne Rogers. Even I like the Wayne Rogers one, but I like BJ better.
Yeah. No, and Wayne Rogers was cool.
Not to be confused with BJ and the Bear, because that's a whole different.
That's different.
And he wasn't a bear. Why did it should have been BJ and the monkey, BJ and the ape? Why did they call him Bear?
Named Monkey.
Well, wasn't the Bear Sheriff Lobo, or was it Greg Evigan?
The Bear was the monkey.
Was the monkey named Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, the monkey was named Bear.
Oh, excuse me, I don't remember.
Yeah, and then it's
I got 7 women that song was for BJ.
Oh, they Take It Easy, the Eagles song.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Really?
That.
Yeah, because towards the end of the series, they had the 7 women come in and they own the trucking company or something of that nature, their nature. Remember, Mike?
Come on, take it easy.
Come on,
I'm in the studio with the Eagles. Take it easy. Welcome to the Hotel California. You know, I'm the governor of that state.
That was my name.
Drive up in a flatbed Ford, oh my.
Life in the fast lane. Come on. Don't slow down.
When I visited Mexico with my buddy Raisky, the locals there would call me take it easy. They would call me that. Hey, take it easy. I'm like, hey. It's true.
Why would they call you take it easy?
I don't know. That's what you say in America. Hey, take it easy. They would call me that. They knew I didn't speak Spanish, and they would say, take it easy.
Would you get grief from your, like when you go down to Mexico and they're like, oh my God, you're Mexican and you don't speak,
Yeah, they didn't even know. They didn't care. I was the only 6'3" guy in the whole country. So they didn't. They knew I wasn't from there. Yeah, they knew it. And plus my George Clooney looks and my fair skin, and they didn't care. Like, look at this guy. Who does he think he is?
Sasquatch? Oh no,
I don't know what that is. He's a large man. He's a large and they called it North American. They said, "Hey man, we're American too." All right, yeah.
That happens a lot. My wife is from Venezuela, and when we would get together with our cousins, and I would say, "Oh, in America, they would get very angry."
Yeah, they get mad.
No, North America.
Yeah, that's what they called there. So
I apologize.
I would say I'm from Chicago.
America, right?
But you should specify
North
we're
America.
from the United States of America.
United States.
The ununited States of America.
The ununited.
Yeah,
I would say U.S. a lot. U.S. is very acceptable.
What do they call Captain America, Art?
I don't know.
Captain El Norte de la America.
They call him Steve Rogers.
That's right.
Stefano
Esteban Rogers.
Rogers.
Esteban.
Capitan.
They call him Sam Wilson.
Sam Wilson. Oh, that's
That's
right.
true,
Is
too.
he
That's
still?
right.
Is he still Captain America? Sam Wilson.
Yeah, in the movies. He will
Oh,
be.
that's right. He will be in
Well,
Netflix.
we'll see how that's handled. I'm sure that's one of the plots. Isn't
You have to push that back.
isn't John Walker? Yeah. Isn't John Walker going to be in the show too?
Yeah, he's in it. Yep.
Yeah, the U.S. soldier or something.
US agent.
U.S. agent. Yeah.
No, it's going to be cool.
Isn't
hope
that
so.
Actually gets made.
somebody famous's son? The guy who plays him in the new
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's son. Yeah, right.
Oh no,
Is it
kidding.
really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the latest goes.
Like
we're gonna do that.
Kurt Russell would have been a good Marvel hero if he were younger.
He's
was in the
older.
Marvel.
He was Ego.
Yeah, he was the
Well, I
planet.
know that, but I'm saying he would have been a good hero.
He
when
would
was
have.
younger.
I
Well,
would
how
have
do you
picked
know
him as
Ego
Captain
would be a
America.
hero?
I don't know why. Yeah, you would have.
Just like Robert Redford was in the Marvel movies, and he would have been a good hero when
He would have
was
been
younger.
good Captain America.
Oh,
Yeah,
spoilers.
Totally.
Yeah, that would have been cool if Robert Redford and Kurt Russell were both the two Captain Americas when they were fighting over the shield and stuff. That could have been a Captain America and Bucky.
Yeah, he would have. Kurt Russell could have been John Walker, and
Mhm.
and Robert Redford could have been Steve.
And then Michael J. Fox could have been Bucky. That would have been good. Doc, Bucky.
I was gonna say,
Are we
Mhm.
ready?
Bucky, you've got to take the DeLorean back to World War II.
And Eddie Murphy could have been the Falcon.
And Bill Cosby could have been Nick Fury.
Yeah, he could have been.
That's the question.
That would have been
The
good.
agents of the shield. You say.
You say.
The shield.
We got the shield and the Hulk. The Hulk, that's a big green fella. He's a cool dude. Hey Johnny, how's that pudding over there, man? You got any left?
Yeah, I got
Ooh,
plenty left actually.
that's delicious.
Big one.
I call it pudding.
By the way, as I pointed out to Skoke and Franco, another reason why we're doing the Max Headroom movie,
Yeah.
Max Headroom was the symbol for New Coke, replacing
Pepsi.
Britney Spears?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, Bill Cosby's.
That's right.
I
That
remember that.
Leonard Park 6, Coke is all over the place in that movie.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. Big,
Coca.
big product placement.
Oh man.
Now,
Cocas. That's
I
what
just
you ordered.
remember Bill waving a hot dog at the screen at one point during that movie.
during Leonard Part 6 or Ghost?
Yeah. Leonard Part 6.
Wasn't Leonard Part 6 3D or no?
No.
So
Should
that
be.
was one of Cosby's private movies that you got to hold on.
He probably had all the other Leonard episodes in his house.
Yeah, 1 through 5. Exactly.
Those
Five
are all
were-
X-rated.
6 was only the only one they could release.
And in the 70s, the guy made like several really good movies. And then he makes Leonard Part 6 and Ghost Dad. It's like,
Ghost
Yeah.
Dad was good.
yeah, it was great. Yeah.
I saw it when I was a kid in the theater.
Yeah, it was great.
I saw that movie where Eddie Murphy's a space cop or something.
Pluto Nash.
Yeah, I was watching that. I wanted to watch it just to see if I could get through it. It was really rough. And that robot guy, he stunk up.
I
the
loved
place.
it.
He sucked
I'll
up
say
the
bust
screen.
out the hammer for that one, Artie.
Yeah, I needed a chainsaw, a hammer, an axe, a blender, toaster. I needed all that.
Jeez.
Toaster.
Tub with water. I needed all that stuff.
It was rough.
Yeah, it was,
How about Meet Dave, where he's the spaceship and all the tiny people are inside of him?
oh, that's right.
Wait. What show is this? What movie?
It's another Eddie Murphy movie. I'm surprised you don't remember it. It's called
Yeah.
Meet Dave.
I know.
And it's like kind of a combination of almost like a giant Japanese robot. It's a human-sized robot.
Mhm.
Tiny aliens are powering him inside.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I remember that one.
stuff. Meet
And-
Dave.
You
Was that
think
any
people are
good?
telling Bill
No.
Cosby there's a podcast that still talks about him weekly?
I bet
listening
it's
right now.
block free by now.
He's watching from prison, yeah.
I'm
Hey,
going
this
to
is
download
good.
this right now, you see.
That Skoke is a cool dude.
He's a cool
He
dude.
looks just like C-3PO.
I can't wait for you to get a letter from him.
Oh, thank you. That's
a
my
cool-
Gilbert Gottfried.
Me and my best friend Cobra and Shawshank and Crazy 8 love your show.
Dear All Your Podcast. I love the episode number 200. Love Bill.
Oh yeah, podcast.
Oh yeah.
Have you have you seen his last concert special? It was on Comedy Central, and I saw the tour that they took the material from. I mean, it wasn't the performance that I saw, but he was at the Chicago Theater. I saw the last time he was live in Chicago. Me, my sister, and my nephews and my sister are big comedy nerds as well. And my sister always had access to like really great comedy shows, not just at Chicago Theater, but in various theaters around. Like we went to St. Charles to see Billy Gardell from Mike and Molly.
Yeah, that was before the dark time.
My sister.
Yeah, so it literally was like it was in October, and then the scandal started that January.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Crazy. Yeah, he was the commencement speaker at my college graduation.
Really?
Yeah, that was something. He got up there. He was funny for about 15 minutes, and then he started preaching to everybody after that, and he's going, "Now the young people today, nobody wants to listen. Everybody is talking, and nobody is listening to what they're saying." And it went on for a good half hour after he did some funny stuff.
And nobody was listening.
Nobody was listening.
And then nobody was listening.
Nobody was listening.
I saw him live 5 times in my life. I was a big fan. I had all the albums. I love
you guys got all these good people at your graduation. You know who was at my graduation to speak?
Who's that?
Barbara?
Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Was he?
All right. Listen, as you go out in the world, don't forget the most important things are the tobacco industry, the coal industry, and your armed, your military complex.
And your shotgun when you shoot people in the face.
And the pudding industry. Yeah.
In my college graduation, I had Hank Aaron was the keynote, or he was the they gave him the honor award and all that. So when they called everyone's name,
Dick Cheney.
Yeah, that was cool. And then when I went up there to shake the dean's hand and everything, and they said to come up and get your diploma, I asked the dean, "Can I go meet Hank Aaron?" And he looked over, he goes, "Sure." So I walked over to Hank Aaron and I woke him up. He's just sitting there bored. It's Mr. Aaron, I'm a big fan. I shook his hand. He goes, "Well, thank you." I said, "May I have your autograph?" And I had my sketchbook with me because I knew I was going to be drawing.
Did he sign it?
Yeah, he signed my sketchbook and said, "Hank Aaron." I'm like, "Thank you, sir." And I shook his hand and I went back and I stopped the whole thing, the whole graduation, just to see that. And my uncle brings that up to me all the time. He says, "I forget, other people's memories of you are sometimes better than what you remember." And he tells me once in a while, he goes, "And this guy, he stopped the whole college ceremony and everybody's wondering what's happening." And he said he stopped to get Hank Aaron's autograph. And then he looked at me, he goes, "Who does that?" And I said, "I do." He goes, and I thought that was cool.
That's awesome.
Everybody's looking around. Yeah, and that was fun. I still have it. And I was writing a story in the sketchbook, and I just opened it random. So it was like a bunch of blank pages. I just opened it random. He signed it. And when I drew up to that page, I wrote in my sketchbook, "I now pause to show you Hank Aaron's autograph." And the story will resume in the second page after that. And then you open it and say Hank Aaron. And it was cool.
That's awesome.
That's a good.
He came to the Score, the sports talk station I worked at in the 90s, and couldn't be. I mean, him, Frank Robinson, Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, so many great Willie Mays. Unbelievable. Yeah, it was like so exciting meeting him.
What did Yogi Berra say? What kind of wisdom did he have to impart?
He was
that picnic basket.
Subdued. He was subdued when he came to the station. But when we had Mick in studio, I've told that story, haven't I? Where we had Mickey Mantle in studio, and Jesse Rogers, one of our producers, who was always like great at getting guests at like moments notice, had Yogi's home phone number and thought it would be fun to have Yogi on the phone while we had Mickey in studio. So we call Yogi up. And we're like, "Hey, we got Mickey here in studio in Chicago. You want to say hello?" No. Let Mick talk. Whoa, wait a minute. Yes, I do want to go on. We're like, "Okay, great." So we put him on. And, hey, hey, Mickey, guess what? Your old buddy Yogi Berra is calling us now from St. Louis. "Oh, how you doing, Yogi? How you doing?" And he goes, "Hey, Mick, listen, when you come to town next week for that Elks Club meeting, Joe Buzo's going to pick you up, not Nicky Stefano, okay? See ya, bye-bye. And he hung up. That's why we got Yogi. We totally got Yogi Berra.
Yeah, he needs to tell him something.
And it was great. And we're like, now we understand. He goes, yeah, that's the kind of mind Yogi's got. That's what he does when he calls.
Check opportunity.
Johnny, my favorite call-in radio story is still that you alerted me to is when Kirby was on that radio and they had Stan Lee call in and Kirby's mood changed.
It's the saddest thing. It's on YouTube if you people don't know. And it's so sad because these New York DJs are doing a show about comics. Oh, I remember when Joe and I created Captain America and whatever, and everything's great. Hey, it was Jack's birthday. Hey, we got a great birthday surprise for you, Jack. Stan Lee is on the phone. Happy birthday, Jack. Oh, hi, Stan Lee. Okay. And it really, seriously, it's all radio. You could hear the spirit just oozing out of poor Jack Kirby. I got to take a second seat to this jerk again. Okay. Speaking of Kirby, did you guys? I interviewed a documentarian in 1987, great documentary, Masters of Comic Book Art. Ken Viola's his name, and it's got amazing interviews with Kirby and Will Eisner, Harvey Kurtzman, Neil Adams. They've got Steve Ditko audio. He wouldn't show his face, but he's in it. It's an amazing documentary, and nice. Kirby's in that, and it's 10 minutes, and it's so great. Because he's 70 in the documentary, proud as hell. Ideas burst from me. I can't contain them. I have to put them on paper. It's so great, and it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, and honestly, I did 2 podcasts about the movie. It's fantastic. I remember seeing it in comic stores in the 90s.
Yeah, I might even have that on a VHS or something. I remember something like that.
Harlan Ellison narrates it. It's so good.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I know what that is. And he's in his library of books, and he pulls the book off the shelf or something, and he starts reading it. Yeah.
Yep. No, it's great.
I do have that. Yeah.
One of my favorite moments was Harlan Ellison yelled at me.
What did Harlan Ellison yell at you?
He yelled at me.
What'd you do?
What'd
you do, Franco?
I was at dinner with a bunch of people, and they knew him, and he was having dinner at the next table, and they tried to get his attention, and he came over and he just started yelling at all of them. He was calling them, idiot, but in his way, how he was very eloquent, and he was calling them idiots, and then he looked at me, and he was dressing them up and down, and he looked at me and he goes, "What do you got to say for yourself?" I said, "Absolutely nothing. I have nothing to say in this conversation." And he goes, "You're the smartest guy at this table." And then he went back yelling at the other guys.
That's funny.
Do you remember, guys, the lawsuit that the old DC comic writer Michael Fleischer served to Ellison because Ellison was paying him a compliment, but Harlan's nuts, and he said, "Oh my God," when Michael Fleischer was writing the '70s Spectre cartoons, which were really violent and cool and scary, and really like the kind of revenge moments, like in the Nightmare on Elm Street kind of scary scenarios that the kids would dream. Those were the kind of punishments the Spectre would give to the bad guys and stuff. Fantastic stuff. And he was complimenting Michael Fleischer, and I won't use the actual F word he used, obviously, but he said, that guy is bug nuts crazy. Clearly the guy has his wife's corpse in his bedroom, under the floors of his bedroom. Just went on a tear about how crazy Michael Fleischer must be to write that kind of stuff. And Fleischer took him seriously and sued him for years for defamation of character. Ridiculous.
Yeah. I went to a Harlan Ellison panel one time, and the panel was called "How to Make the Comic Industry Work for You." And the place was packed. And he said he was up on stage, and it was almost full. So he goes, "Wait, this place isn't full. There's still 2 rows of seats. Go out and get more people." So he wouldn't start till people, "All right, come on, you need to come in." So he filled the whole thing up. And then he said, there was whatever seats, he said, "There's 250 seats in here. Everybody give me $1. And they're like, "What?" And they're like, "Is it worth it to hear my knowledge? I want to explain to you how the comic book industry works for you, but it's going to cost you $1 to hear my wisdom." We're like, "Okay." And so everyone gave $1, just like church. You walk around with the basket. And then it all went up there, and he had someone count it. And he said, sir, there's only like $248. He goes, all right, who didn't put in? I need $2 more. He yelled at everybody. And so somebody pulled in the money. And then he counted all the money. And he said a story about he walked around the convention, and he's a big Will Eisner fan. And there's a comic book that he needed in his collection. It was one of the Spirit books. And it cost $250. And then he took all the money. He goes, that's how you make the comic book industry work for you. Okay. And he left. He left. We're like, whoa.
Wow.
That's exactly like that was cool.
Wow. That's hilarious. Now, I feel bad for Jack
Yeah.
because Harlan Ellison once told a racist joke at him at his expense.
Oh, Harlan Ellison?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was messing with us one time at our table. And he said, I forgot what we were saying, but we were messing with him. And he said, hey, man, don't make me kick your ass. And then as he walking by, I said, hey, how about if I change that word kick to kiss? And he went, what? And he gave us the finger and kept going with
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's all I knew about him. But I thought he was cool.
He used that as a quote in our book, too, and he said, no, F you.
Yeah, he said, yeah. I said,
Something
good,
like that.
I'll quote that. Or no, that was the quote. Can we have a quote? He said, don't make me kick your ass. That's what was the quote. And then he
Yeah, we're
left.
like, oh, we can use that? He goes, no.
He said, no, how about if I change it to kiss? But he like that was when we were waiting for who's that guy? Magic Johnson. And we had that's our debut of Patrick the Wolf Boy that day. And Magic Johnson was going to be in that room. He was going to line up and he was going to be there a certain time. So his line was wrapping around the room, and it wrapped around our table even. And that's how we were starting to sell all of the Patrick the Wolf Boys to everyone in line. So that's, yeah. And it worked out. They were in front of us, so we started talking. And as the line was moving, they were buying our Wolf Boy books. And I thought that was cool. That was the same show we met Harlan Ellison or got yelled at.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Magic.
So I can't wait to find a book that I want and have everyone give me $1. He yelled, who did he give $1? I was like, oh my God.
He didn't want to spend any of his own money.
No.
Did you ever see that house that he lived in?
No, I don't know much.
It's like a nerd's dream. I mean, he had secret passages, secret rooms. Like you could flip a button and a bookcase would like slide and reveal another room and stuff like that.
Was it in that movie? That
Yes.
video?
He-
That's when I saw it, yeah.
I asked Ken about that, and he said, "Oh my God, his library was amazing. The room that they shot it in and stuff." And it's on YouTube, the VHS copy that they uploaded and stuff. You can't really make out detail. I would love to know because he pointed to 2 full bookshelves in 1987, and is like, "These are all my books that are about comics."
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, I wonder what was in there. I bet like the EC books were probably in there. And
Yeah.
some of the comic strip reprints and stuff.
And I remember that video started where it's real like the fireplace going, like one of those Masterpiece Theater things. And he looks up and goes, hi.
Smoking a pipe.
He wakes up and goes, hi, I'm Harlan Ellison. And I just it makes me laugh and look at this guy. This guy yelled at me. Oh yeah, 200th.
Oh yeah,
Wayne. Wayne's good man.
By the way, this 200th episode is being brought to you by Laughs.
Oh yeah.
TV trading cards.
Oh,
Perfect.
Full House.
Man,
Full House, Perfect Strangers, Family Matters.
TGIF.
Cousin.
I received this. I got
From
a
a
whole
friend.
box of these. Yeah, they were a gift. I got a whole bunch of. There's a whole box of these things.
Wow.
They got delivered at work, and I'll just show you a couple of the highlights.
Did you open them?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
Mother
the grandma.
Mother Winslow from Family
Yeah.
Matters.
Mhm.
That's her.
We have, of course, the Olsen twins from
Yep.
Full House,
Mhm.
Michelle.
Wow.
and here's a nice photo of Balky and Larry.
My
Cousin.
favorites.
Perfect
My cousin
strangers.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yes. And
How much are those worth?
they're priceless, Franco.
Of all the memories they bring back.
That's right. I don't think I would ever sell these. I have a Stamos somewhere around here, but
Oh,
I'll trade you 2 Stamoses for your Balky and cousin Larry, please.
sold. Done. It's a deal.
You know that
Hilarious.
Jimmy Kimmel does those where he gets the celebrities to read the mean tweets?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember one with John Stamos where they were talking about him and said, John Stamos is cool, but he's got a weird-ass belly button or something like that.
Does he have a weird ass belly button?
He lifted up his shirt. He's like, hey. And he lifted up his shirt, and he does have a weird-ass belly button.
Oh, is it one of those?
And he goes, hey. He looks at it and goes, oh, yeah, I got to give it to him. And I'm like, all right.
That guy is scary. Like he's a vampire because he's like immortal. He's like 50
He's hot.
whatever, and he still
Yeah.
looks like he's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Something's going on. Yeah, he made a deal somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
Him and,
By the way, it's Good Greek Friday. It's Good
Is
Greek
it?
Friday, everybody.
It's racist.
Why do you Greeks have Easter on a different
I don't know.
day?
Like different calendar. We have like a
Did
different
Jesus show up in Greece like a week later?
Well, because they double tap him. They gotta
technically,
wait.
All
Hit him
the
again.
Greek Orthodox and Eastern Orthodox, technically, our Christmas is a week later too.
Mm.
I don't know. Technically, only my very Greek aunts and uncles would be like, "It's not Christmas, not yet, next week."
Yeah,
Next week.
because somebody along the line said, "I don't like the way they do. I'm doing my own. I'm gonna wait a week."
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
was the island so far away that it just took them a week to get there? What happened? I don't know.
man. I think we're all drunk on Ouzo. Hey, we missed Christmas. Next week. Don't worry.
Next week. We do it next week. I forget to give you a present. I didn't get you anything. Next week, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when the economy collapsed, because people were retiring in their 50s in Greece, and they were part of the whole euro thing, and they almost broke the euro because of their knucklehead economy. And it's like, hey, you might have to work a little bit longer. What? I can't retire at 50? What? This is ridiculous. I mean, it really was. It was, I'm telling you, man. Stupid Greeks. I mean, De Niro's right when he says they didn't analyze this. Effing Greeks. I'm telling you. My family, I'm saying this is one of them. Whenever we hear something about the Greeks, we're like, effing Greeks, man.
If it was Chicago, you'd say, "That Greeks."
It's true. Greeks.
That Greeks.
Hey, Skoke, I got something in the mail. Interesting.
Ooh.
The 200th episode of our podcast is brought to us by the theatrical masterpiece of DC Cab.
Oh, DC Cab. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Featuring Adam Baldwin and Mr. T. Who else is in that picture? Because we can't see. It's too. First of all, it's again too shiny. Secondly, we can't make out the faces. So tell us who's in the picture, sir.
Is that Deborah Ann Wall? I forget her
This is
name.
a DC Cab cast photo that I won off of eBay.
Yeah, we know.
Wow.
Who's in the photo?
It's got Max Gale, Bill Maher, Mr.
Bill
T,
Maher was in it.
Bill Maher.
Marsha Warfield, Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin, Gary Busey, Whitman Mayo, right? Whitman Mayo,
Wow.
Grady.
the
Yeah.
Barbarian Brothers, and Paul Rodriguez. Those are the ones, the
Well, who
names
was
I
the
got.
female lead again?
Oh, not Irene. Oh, and Irene Cara, but she's not in this picture.
Irene Cara. She wouldn't get in the photo.
She's not in this
She's like, "Nah, I'm done."
Exactly.
where's
All right,
my
I'm looking up DC Cab on
That's
that.
a good item. Look at that. It's framed, too. And everything.
He wasn't.
It is
he
nice.
wasn't feeling that.
DC Cab is one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies.
I will
Really?
not argue
Really?
with you, sir.
I can never take that movie. I just wouldn't. It reminded me of the movie Car Wash, but I couldn't.
Boogie from Miami Vice, Charlie Barnett, is in the movie. He's Tyrone.
Yeah, he's no longer with us for a long time, I believe.
I'm aware. I know. Great comedian. Very sad.
Very, very funny guy, but he's been gone a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, that's a good item.
Thank you. I have a lot of kooky stuff. What else did I got a couple of things in the mail, but I don't think that's probably the most interesting.
Did you just get that today?
Yesterday.
Wow.
So
Fresh.
it's new, yeah.
Fresh.
That's cool.
I a long time ago I won the DC Cab movie poster with Mr. T holding the door of the cab. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Wow.
and ironically enough, I found out Drew Struzan drew that movie poster.
Wow.
And the original art is currently on eBay.
Oh,
Holy
geez.
Wow.
How
How
cool
much
is
is
that?
it? Like $4 or $5?
It's $8,000. If it was
Wow.
$4 or $5, I would have bought it.
DC Cab.
Isn't it a shame that they don't make illustrated movie posters anymore? Because this
Yeah.
was so cool.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing.
Attaboy, Wayne. Wayne's ready for Max Headroom next
for Sundays. Yeah, man.
Oh, I know what else I got in the mail. I don't have
lucky.
it.
I haven't watched
available.
either one. What else you get in the mail?
I don't have it readily available, but it's around somewhere. Hold on a second. Jack, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey,
Back in 2004 or 2005, the WWE made a novel, an actual prose novel, and it's John Cena, Triple H, a couple of other wrestlers. They're secret agents. They're secret agents, and the book is all about how the WWE is just a cover for them being secret agents.
Oh,
That's too close to my comic I'm working on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What? Who wrote the novel? Do you remember?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I think I know. I'm pretty sure it was Joe Mama.
Thank you. I thought no. You remember Will? Yeah, you guys know Will Murray. Will Murray is like a big novel. Like taking a licensed thing and writing a novel about it. He wrote a great Nick Fury novel actually in the 90s. Good stuff. And he also wrote a couple Doc Savage novels as well.
It was called WWE Big Apple Takedown by Rudy Joseph.
Rudy
And
Joseph.
The cover is very racy. Very racy.
Yeah, I want to see the cover. Is Jack there?
He's not.
Yeah. Is that man all right?
Yeah.
That's what
I want to show you what I got. I got
That's
these a
the
few
cover.
weeks
Hold
ago.
on.
Oh, look at
That's
that.
hilarious.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
pretty good.
Is that Trish Stratus on the cover? Who's on the
I don't
cover?
know this.
It's the fabulous Moolah.
The fabulous Moolah. I've seen pictures of her from the 50s. Believe it or not, she once was very lovely.
That's why the name fit, and she stuck with it.
Fabulous.
I'm gonna use this forever.
Fabulous Moolah.
Moolah.
There was a cartoon in the 80s. The wrestling superstars, Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan.
I
And
remember that.
Andre
I
Giant.
would watch it every Saturday morning.
Roddy
Yeah.
Piper was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Who's the
John
bad guy?
Carter.
Roddy
Roddy
Piper.
Piper.
That's hilarious. Of course he was.
And wasn't the Junkyard Dog a bad guy too?
He was on there.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so funny.
Fabulous Moolah was on there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Breaker migraines, allergies, and sleepless nights made it easy to watch the two versions.
Wayne, I got to tell you, man, that's because the American version, like I said, it was 14 episodes. So 14 hour-long episodes versus the pilot that was made for the British thing, 1 hour. Same story. I'm telling you, the hour's good. It's tight. It moves.
Well, you're a better man than I am because I haven't watched either. I'm going to watch it on Sunday.
Gotta watch
That's
it.
what I was going to do too. Just watch it on as we experience it.
Well, then how do you know to make fun of something?
I don't know. Well,
She'll be there.
All right. Do it. Do it your way.
Here's what I bought a few weeks ago. I got these things from when I was a little kid. I had these. It's a little erasers. It's a little
ooh.
Bugs Bunny,
It's
It's
Bugs
little
Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Correct.
and then I
He's the wrong
got
color. It's racist.
Yeah.
So it might be the
Then I
Nestle
got-
Quick Bunny.
Sylvester and Tweety.
Ooh.
Nice.
They're
Hey,
there it
what's
is.
that?
Oh, those are
And
cool.
Tweety's
Are they
giant though.
plastic or
He
I
can
used to
crush
have
them.
those.
And they're erasers, real delicate. And I got Wile E. Coyote.
Nice.
Yeah, he's cool. And the set came with a robot. There's a robot, an old Warner Brothers robot. I don't know where he's from. And this is the reason. Like I
And a
saw
robot.
these guys and I'm like, oh, I need them. And then my buddy Sam said that, well, they come with the robot. Like, I'll take them. He was a selling point. So they're cool. So
Good
they're cool.
purchase.
They're all these are all cool. I have them. That was the only thing close to me.
You can't use them, obviously.
No, and
Yeah,
I remember
well,
as a
they like
kid,
this.
I used to like how it felt to bite this because it's soft and rubbery. And I know that I broke his head, and at one point his head fell off, and I fixed it. I was sad, So my parents would fix it with a little toothpick. They put the toothpick, and then you put the head back on, and so it would last a little bit until it didn't. But then I remember, but I remember biting these guys. But I had him the longest, little Tweety.
Sweetie.
But I know all these guys used to bite him. I kind of want to do it now, because it soaks in. It's like biting like a chocolate nougat bar or something.
Who could forget the Ghostbuster Star Wars crossover when 3PO matched the
Ghostbusters.
staple with Puff Marshmallow Man?
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Marshmallow.
dear.
What is that?
Oh, dear.
Ghostbusters.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Is it a pencil sharpener? Oh, we lost his audio.
You can't hear you, Scoot.
We lost 3PO.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
There
it's
you
a pencil sharpener from first grade. I still have it.
Nice.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Ghostbusters. I like he
So,
was in first grade during
It was
Ghostbusters.
Huey Lewis that ripped off Ghostbusters with "I Want a New Drug."
Mhm.
No,
All right.
No,
no,
He got
the other way
ripped
around. He got ripped. He gets money every time Ghostbusters song goes on the air.
Ghostbusters.
Ray Parker ripped off Huey.
Is
Yeah.
it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Couldn't
won the
remember.
lawsuit, and every
I
time
used-
that song gets played, he gets money.
Wow.
Deep Red used toothpicks to replace my missing lightsabers in my old Star Wars figure. I did that too.
Yeah, I did that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Picks look
guys,
better.
yeah, a lot of the Mego guys use paintbrushes. They take the paintbrush, the old plastic paintbrushes, the tip, and use this as a lightsaber for Megos.
Yeah, as a kid, I thought the toothpicks
Yeah.
looked better than the actual lightsabers.
Yeah, they
that
were
in your hand.
longer.
Yeah.
They look cool.
Hot. Kevin Bisbee also had the Stay Puft pencil sharpener.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I like it.
And the Slimer pencil topper. Wow.
Mhm.
You don't
Yeah, I don't
have
have
the
that
Slimer pen?
anymore.
Wow.
I never had that.
I just know I traumatized my cousin's young children because she's like, "Is that okay for kids to see Ghostbusters?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's hilarious."
Ghostbusters.
It's like, they were having nightmares for a month. Thanks a lot.
There is
I
only
thought it was funny. I'm like, I forgot about the librarian. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it opens up like
And even
that, yeah.
Slimer's a little scary if you're a little kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Sigourney Weaver's hot. So
Very hot. Boy, I'd like that. Dana. I like the second movie with Janusz. I forget the actor's name. He was in Ally McBeal.
Yeah, that's right.
And Janusz. Dana. Hello, Dana.
I know.
And at the end of the movie, he gets slimed and he's got the positive slime.
Yeah, he's
And,
like, I love you.
Exactly.
in love.
Dan Aykroyd's like, I love you, man. He goes, you know something? I love you too.
It was
You know
good, yeah.
something? I love you too.
That guy's hilarious. He was great on, what was his name on
Ally
Ally
McBeal.
McBeal? And every
I
time he'd
remember.
go up to like give his give his big speech in court, they would play the Rocky music, the training, because he'd like pour water, be very calm, and be like, "All right, Your Honor." I forget what it's like, the closer or something like that. I can't remember what his
Yeah,
name
I
was.
used to watch that show.
So
then
funny.
that stupid Dancing Baby was on there, and that's
I know that
was
drove
fun.
me nuts too,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
but it was a funny show for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I liked it. I used to watch that, and I watched that other show.
didn't that star Mrs. Harrison Ford?
I was going to
Yeah.
say, that she married Harrison Ford.
I used to watch that 30-something. I used to watch that too,
Sure.
but I was not even close to 30.
I remember
I had a crush on Mel Harris.
she was lovely. And also they used that Fine Young Cannibal song. She drives me crazy. That was in that show. Like no one.
And Ally McBeal.
No, on 30-something.
Oh,
Yep. Good show.
Speaking of 30-something, I did not know that Timothy Busfield is now married to Melissa Gilbert. I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either. That's amazing.
well, I know the answer to Jack's question. Wants to know why the old Star Wars lightsabers have the smaller plastic part that doesn't retract. It's because the first Luke Skywalker they put in the early bird pack,
Mm-hmm.
they had the telescopic lightsaber it would go in his arm, and it was supposed to just be the length of his arm, and when they pull it out, you're supposed to pull out another piece, and it's another piece. They call it the telescopic lightsaber, but then that little piece kept breaking off, so they just molded it into one piece. So that's why it doesn't go all the way in his arm. It still sticks out like a little tip. That's what happened there.
Ooh,
And
just
now that one guy knows. Yeah.
That was a bad
That's
idea.
right,
That was
I
a bad
remember that
move
too.
by them.
Yeah. There's a scene where
remember that
Dan
scene.
Aykroyd gets his pants taken off. Yeah. That was weird. I just recently saw that movie and that happened. His pants were unbuckling.
And Harold Ramis, don't look at the trap. And he's got, I looked at the trap, Ray.
Trap,
And
Ray.
he got this weird look at his face.
I looked at the trap, Ray.
That's cool.
Peter,
Don't get him, Ray.
Peter McNichol, that's the guy. Wayne.
That's right, Peter McNichol. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
I have an aunt.
What his nickname was on Ally McBeal. I'm going to look that up. Hello, Dan.
I have an aunt. My brother and I call her Janos. Her real name is because of the movie. Her real name is Janice, but at one point we just started calling her Janos, so she's been Auntie Janos ever since.
Janos Poha.
Yeah,
Why did you start calling her that?
just because the names were similar in our minds, Janice and Janos. So we just
that makes sense.
It's been years though. It's been like close to 20 years we've been calling her Janos.
Does she like it?
Now she does, yeah. Like when we talk to her, like she'll do a Janos impression. We'll go, "Hey, hello, Auntie Janos," and she'll go, "Well, you know." It's pretty good, Auntie Janos. Shout out to Auntie Janos.
Shout out.
Hey.
Hey.
I looked at the trap, Ray.
Whatever happened to Gil Bellows, who used to be on Ally McBeal? He was
I have no idea.
The male lead.
I know I watched it, but I can't remember it.
John Cage was Peter McNichol's character's name, but he had like a nickname when he would when he would be in court. And I can't remember what it was, but he used to crack me up. And because he's such a twerpy little guy and stuff, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's a master, great cross-examiner and everything."
I used to watch it for Ally McBeal. I liked her.
Oh my God,
She was
she's adorable.
Yeah,
She was always too thin for me.
she was cute though.
I like those suits with the short skirt.
Okay. Oliver's standing over here.
Hey Johnny,
Yeah.
when I did my Vault of Treasures thing, I found something I actually thought of you because you're a big movie guy. I don't know if you remember this. When Batman '89 came out, pre-internet days, pre-even dial-up days, there was no way to really sell merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember going opening night to see Batman, and they gave out these pamphlets. Did you get one of these? It's a pamphlet,
Go on.
right? And if you open it up, there's all merchandise inside that you can buy.
Oh, crazy! So it's like a catalog.
Wow.
It's like a catalog, right? And see, you can look. There's the form. Like you would have to fill out the form, or call the number, and send it in. And it's got all this cool merchandise.
Wow.
That's cool.
There's Bob Kane wearing that, right?
That's hilarious.
One of my favorite things is this rhinestone. Can you see it? The rhinestone jean jacket.
Oh yeah, I need one.
So one of the cool things is they advertise other things, other movies. Lethal Weapon 2
Hilarious.
It is.
and Young Einstein.
Young Einstein.
Young Einstein. Yahoo Serious. Exactly.
Yahoo Serious.
That did it. The whole thing is cool, but when I saw that, I thought of you because I know how you.
Wow.
You know,
That's a good
you
idea.
guys remember, and there's always a table at Comic-Con where they sell film. They were like souvenir books, and they would have photos from the film and little essays in them and stuff. And I know they had one for the first Christopher Reeve Superman movie. I bought that one. I bought Ice Station Zebra from the 60s. My favorite one that I bought was the Fine Village People film featuring Valerie Perrine, Bruce Jenner, Can't Stop the Music. Which was
That's Caitlyn Jenner to you.
her form. Well, this is back when she was still Bruce.
He was still Bruce, yeah. He had Bruce bits.
So, Caitlyn didn't win the decathlon. Bruce won the decathlon.
It's true. Fine gentleman. They were going to make a Meagle figure of him. There's a prototype out there. The head sculpt and the prototype and everything.
Come on, the Wheaties box, for God's sake.
Yeah.
He's a national hero.
One of my favorite board games as a kid was the Bruce Jenner board game. There was
I didn't know what.
Yeah, from the 70s.
How do you play the Bruce Jenner? Was it like
It was cool because there was
It
all
was
the
a race to
different.
become a woman.
Nice.
It was all the different Olympic trial, like you could
Sure, the
you would
decathlon.
race and the decathlon, all that stuff. It was really cool.
Oh, I remember
Wow.
that actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm running the marathon. Let me see how I do. Go.
So I don't know if was he in Chips or was it Battlestar Galactica?
Chips.
Chips, right?
No, he wasn't in
The
Glass.
chips.
Who was in Galactica? The one guy. Oh, Rick Springfield, right?
Yeah, he's in
Died
the
in the
pilot.
first
He dies.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach.
He gets
right.
killed.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
Apollo's. He's Apollo's brother, the
Apollo.
Thomas son that dies.
I wanna be Jesse's girl.
Speaking of Rick Springfield, did you know that he's one of the biggest original Kenner Star Wars action figure
Yeah.
collectors in the
I
world?
saw that video he does. Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got more than him.
collection. It's amazing.
He was on General Hospital too, Dr. Noah Drake.
Yes, Noah Drake.
That's right.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's
I don't know,
you know,
honestly.
Sammy Hagar has a show.
And also, he wishes that he had Jesse's girl.
Exactly. He
And he told
Sammy
me not to
Hagar-
talk to strangers.
exactly. Sammy Hagar has this great show where he goes in and hangs out with other rock people. And he went to Rick Springfield's house.
Rock
They
man.
didn't show the Star Wars collection, But Weta, the company that makes the elaborate costumes and weapons and everything, I think in New Zealand or Australia, I forget where they're based. There you go. And he had these incredible giant, like rifle size, like fake ray guns. And, because he had them in his studio. And Sam was like, "What are those?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I love this stuff." He goes, "I'm a big sci-fi nerd." Huh? Exactly. But they played a duo or a duet of "I've done everything for you." Sammy wrote it.
Dude, nothing for me.
Who wrote it? Awesome. Yes, that's originally a Sammy song.
Is it really?
I didn't know that. I love that song.
That's my favorite Rick Springfield song. It's a great song.
I'm going out on the town tonight and being wild as I can be.
One way love affair, it ain't fair. It ain't no affair to me.
One of my favorite movies, I think it was Rick Springfield, and if I'm not mistaken, Rebecca De Mornay, in a baseball movie, not Mr. Baseball, because that was the Bernie Mac one.
It wasn't Rick Springfield. It was Sure. It was. I know it's the Slugger's wife.
Yes,
and it's Danny Noonan from Caddyshack.
That's right. Yeah. But there was a Rick Springfield one where he was a baseball player.
We'll look that up.
And you do nothing for me.
Right now. That does sound vaguely familiar.
Mycroft Holmes.
Everything.
Exactly. No, but I do remember the Slugger's wife because I really liked that actor. I want to say Miles O'Keefe. He married Bonnie Raitt.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that crazy?
Something to talk about.
Was on the TV show in the 90s.
Say it again. You were breaking up.
Rick Springfield did the Human Target TV show in the 90s. He was the Human Target.
Oh, I used to watch that. It was only on for like 3 weeks, and then it went away.
That's right.
It says. Did anyone ever see the other Human Target TV show they did a few years ago?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, with the blonde guy, it was great.
So good, so
the guy that was on Boston Legal. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you find the Rick Springfield baseball movie?
Well, I'm looking at
IMDb.
Yeah, IMDb, and I'm trying to find movies.
Guys, I was in a movie once. It was an MTV movie, and I just happen to have it right here. This is a VHS copy of the film. It's called Spring Break Lawyer. Justice has hit the beach.
Where you?
Where are you? Are you on the cover?
I am not on the cover. I am uncredited in this film, but it was one of the first movies that MTV made, and I played a streaker. So I didn't know
it was a tiny part.
Very small role. Yeah.
Well done. I am not going to argue. What happened was I was an extra in this movie, but I was just supposed to be in the background. But the morning of the shoot, I guess some people didn't show up. I don't know why. And the assistant director came over to me and a couple other guys, and she's like, "Yeah, some people didn't show up. Would you guys mind filling in for this part?" And of course, we're like, "Oh, sure. Maybe we'll end up in the final movie then if we do this." So she tells us, "Okay, you guys are going to come out of these courtroom doors. You're going to rip all your clothes off and run down the street." And we're like, "Okay." So we said, "Sure." And they took me into this trailer.
And it was later found out that this lady had nothing to do with the production.
See, I'm in this trailer, and these two women start putting this tanning lotion all over me, and because I was supposed to look like I was on spring break in Florida, but I was in town in LA from Chicago in the middle of January, so I was real pale. Mm-hmm. So they're rubbing all this down, and they give me this. I can only describe it as a flesh-colored thong to wear underneath my clothes. And so this is what I was wearing.
Can you start the story over again, but speak a little slower, breathier?
So this was it. That was the scene. I had to come out of these courtroom doors. We did it like eight times. And for some reason, they didn't close the street down. So there were cars going by. Oh. And so we come out of these doors and, got to rip the clothes off and go, run, do it all as fast as you can. That was the thing. Well, one of the takes, like 4 takes into this, I guess the director changed his mind. And he wanted us to come out of the doors, but let the main character shake hands with the guy in front before we do the close and go. Well, I didn't hear this. So we come out of these doors, and I just fast as I can. I'm stripping down, and I'm standing there. I'm the only one standing there in my, and
Your glory.
Yeah, they had to pull me aside after that take, and they're like, "Look, we know you're excited.
Clearly,
to do this. But you gotta wait. We changed course here. You gotta wait first." So the rest of the time, I got it right. And you can see me in the final movie too. They blurred us out, to make it look like we were wearing nothing, but of course we were. But I can always tell which one is me because I could never get my socks off in time. When you see me running, I'm running like this, and you see the arms going like this. I'm running away from the camera, so you just see the back of me running like that, and then blur, and then socks.
Yeah, socks. Yeah,
Nice.
Rick Lawyer, ladies and gentlemen.
Now
Terrible
streaming
ball.
on the Tubi network.
Is there a Criterion collection of that?
I think they're waiting for that. They haven't released it on anything except VHS, so maybe they're waiting for the Criterion version. I hope.
Spring Break Lawyer.
So they don't show this on MTV anymore?
No, I don't know why.
I think every spring break it would be a must.
I'm going to the YouTubes right now to see if this is there.
I got clips. There was another scene I was in. There were 3 scenes total I was in. I was in that one by the courtroom, and then there was another one I was standing. There's like the main character's head, and then you see my head. And then the third one was the Spring Break Lawyer. I forget what was happening in the story, but he passes.
How could you forget what was happening in the Spring Break Lawyer story?
Well,
got a heavy case.
I should explain the streaking scene. What happened? The reason we went streaking is because we got in trouble for streaking. The Spring Break Lawyer got us off the hook, and to celebrate, we went streaking. So, later in the film, the Spring Break Lawyer is in a courtroom. It's the most intense part of the film, and all of a sudden, Spring Break Lawyer has some gas, which he releases into the courtroom, and it smells so bad that everyone comes streaming out of the courtroom, and everyone's going, "Oh, it smells so bad." And you can see me coming out of the door going like this, "Oh, yeah, oh." And I go by. And the film also stars, in addition to me.
I have the cast list. Go on.
We have Juliana Rancic, who is on the E! Network for a while.
She's married to Bill Rancic. Yeah.
Yeah. She's her husband's in Chicago here. They have a restaurant. Let's see. We have Busy Phillips.
Yes, indeed. Busy Phillips, everybody.
Freaks and Geeks fame.
Adrienne Barbeau.
It's on Cougar Town, right? With Courtney Cox?
That's correct.
Correct, yes.
Adrienne Barbeau is the judge. Judge Stern.
Yeah.
Yep. Anybody else of note in that list?
I'm looking at the list. I didn't get that first name that you mentioned.
Oh, Juliana Rancic.
I don't see her listed. What was her character's name?
She was a reporter.
All right. I don't know if that'll help. Because they only have names. They don't have Busy Phillips, of course, was Jenny in the film. She's the second lead in the film.
Oh, yeah.
She was getting busy.
Maybe she was uncredited, too.
Shoshani Hall is Professor Kingston. I don't know who Shoshani
When did this movie air?
2001.
2001. It aired, I think, twice on MTV, and that was it.
Never to be seen again.
How did you get a copy of it?
I think it was Amazon. I think.
No, a friend gave it to you. You're supposed to say.
I think it was a gift, actually. This copy here.
I'll give you the T-shirt. Judah Freelander, the fine comedian.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he has a line in there. He goes after the fart scene. Everybody clears out of the courtroom.
The fart scene.
Judah Friedlander. This is long before 30 Rock. He's standing outside the courtroom and he plays a lawyer.
I got a special guest.
Oh, we have a special guest.
Put your face. It's my Boobachi Baba.
This is the 200th.
Put your head in her.
Yeah.
There she is.
Welcome.
Say hi.
What's up, Odd?
All right. She don't want to. She's shy.
All right, Odd.
All right.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, we got all the kids in
Get over here! Be on camera!
Franco, when's Nick gonna come sit on your lap?
Yeah.
He said no.
How about no?
Jesus.
All right, sorry.
Wow, Skoke. I had no man. I'm not gonna even call you guys by your name anymore. Wow, you.
Sky,
That was pretty cool.
Come on,
Yeah.
Numbskull. We got to do that scene in Spring Break Lawyer.
Are they going to bring you back for Spring Break Lawyer 2?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I
The
hope
return.
so. I hope
The
it's
appeal.
Now the streakers were you all guys, or did you have a girl buddy with your streakers there, or what was happening?
No, it was just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah,
What you
it
did.
sounds like a spring break. Yeah,
You still keep in touch?
Big cast reunion parties and stuff.
Yeah.
You and Busy
Well-
correspond all the time.
I'm hoping, Mike. I hope the next film centers on my streaker character, and
I'll give you the James Lipton interview, and then you made a classic film, Spring Break Lawyer.
Spring
They're
Break
probably
Lawyer.
the people that made it are probably watching this pod.
I'm sure they're fans.
It looks like there's a trailer online.
Alan Cohn was the director, and who can forget Adam Tex Davis, who wrote Spring Break Lawyer.
Of course, the great Tex Davis, and Judah Friedlander. His line from the film after the fart scene, everybody comes out there. And the reporter goes up to him and goes, "Oh, so what do you think?" And he goes, "Oh, that was some grade A trouser beef. My compliments to the chef," he said.
oh,
Chef.
Tex also wrote the movie with Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, and I want to say it's Amy Smart, Just Friends, where he was really fat in high school and then he loses all the weight.
mm-hmm.
Tries to get her back, and Anna Faris is in it as well. So
Yeah.
Tex
Another
went after
classic
Spring
film.
Break Lawyer to write Just Friends.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad that his career was on an upswing then.
Wow.
It's true. It's true. Just like mine.
Yeah.
Scoot, besides Spring Break Lawyer 2, Return of the Socks, what other movies have you been in?
That's the one.
It's a long credit. He's Streaker
That's one
3.
more credit than I have, so
I met him in Streaker number 8.
He's going to be opening the next Planet Hollywood that will be in.
Yeah, how many
Illinois.
streakers were there altogether?
I think there was about 7 or 8 of us. Yeah, there
So-
was one guy well, I just remembered this. They had to pull this guy aside after the second take. 'Cause we come out of the doors, rip the clothes off, and this guy yells out, "Hey, you want to see my sausage?" That was not in the script. That was an ad lib, and they had to pull him aside and be like, "Okay, look, you're not supposed to say anything, so next take, don't do that again."
They have to pay you extra if you have lines.
Yeah.
That's a guild rule, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the final scene in Teen Wolf, where they show the crowd. Do you guys know about that? That there's like a kid in the crowd and he's got his pants down and stuff, and he's like showing his crank in the movie.
Yeah, I heard that. Even the kid from Back to the Future on the train is pointing at his stuff
Yeah.
in the movie. Yeah,
That's
I saw that.
Jeff Loeb movie. Jeff Loeb scripted movie.
Yep.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah, I saw
didn't know
that.
until I talked to him, and then I saw it. Now I can't unsee it.
Yeah,
Now it's just like my eyes go right to that guy. It's like nah.
it's always weird. I always thought it was weird how they named his girlfriend Boof.
Yeah.
Like that always meant something else. When
I know.
we were growing up.
And I said the same thing. I'm like, what's with Boof? And he goes, it was funny when I asked him about it. It's like 2007, 2008. He goes, I'm not kidding. Last week I had dinner with Boof and her husband now. She married some studio executive.
Mr. Boof.
That's why we never saw her in any other movie. She was cute. She was Girl Next Door.
Yeah,
cute.
she was cool. Yeah.
Boof.
So Skoke, when you go on
Celebrity Apprentice with the credit of Spring Break Lawyer.
when you go on auditions, do you
whip that out?
you and do you well, yes, I played streaker number 7. And
Yes, before we begin the audition, I'd like to mention I played streaker number 7 in the film Spring Break Lawyer.
I'm
we
Troy
can begin now.
McClure. You might remember me from such films as Spring Break Lawyer.
Spring Break Lawyer.
You're exactly what we're looking for.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm glad I mentioned that.
You're trying
where
to-
you work, sir.
Trying his flesh cup. This flesh cup fits you.
Can
You get the part.
can we see your junk, please? Do they do that in the interviews too?
Please sit down on the couch right here.
Yeah,
I'm
can you
wearing
prove
the
that you're
flesh-colored
spring break?
thong.
You have to be very authentic for this role.
Yes, I just lotioned myself with tanning lotion today, just in case.
Did they ask
Smelled
you
the
what's
coconut
going
as you
on?
walked in the room. What now?
Do you need a medium?
Apparently, it was one size fits all. They just threw one at me, and I don't know. I don't know whether or not I'm assuming it was clean, but I don't know. I just
Did you keep it as a memento?
yeah. I
Artie,
mean,
you remember? Do you remember the movie that? Do you remember the movie that Chakotay was in, Eating Raoul?
Chicote.
And
I don't know that one.
there's a scene where Paul Bartel's in a sex shop, and he goes, "I'd like a cock ring, please." And the guy goes, "What size?" And he's like, "I don't know, medium, I suppose."
That's pretty cool.
Wasn't Hector Elizondo in Eating Raoul? No.
No, I don't think so. Paul Bartel, really funny actor and director, and made really crazy movies. And Mary, I can't remember his wife's name, but like she's the evil principal in Rock and Roll High School with PJ Souls and the Ramones. I got to look this up now.
Don't know this.
But I don't believe Hector Elizondo was in Eating Raoul.
Hector Elizondo.
But
Alejandro Rosado.
the Ringo of the Yeah Comics group.
Dave Schein.
That's right.
Or the Davy Jones.
No, Davy Jones. Yeah,
That's right.
we didn't designate a Ringo yet. But
I like that
definitely
he proclaimed himself as the Davy Jones of.
He has in one day he has breakfast with a girl, and then a different girl brings him chocolate cake for lunch, and then he goes on a coffee date with a third girl. That was all one day. That was the first day of the show, and we're like, the girl gave you chocolate cake. He said, yeah. He says, I'm the Davy Jones of the group. I go, yes, you are. She gave you a chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
And it was just for him. Like fans bring us cookies, but they're meant, all right, for you guys to share in case you get hungry. But no, this girl brought him a whole chocolate cake for Alejandro.
Just for him. And he wouldn't share either.
No, he didn't have to. It was his
Was it a whole chocolate cake?
The whole thing. It was a large one.
Large.
Large. Tell Marge sent you. Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think Large Marge passed a few years ago. That was the same
I
day.
remember reading that obituary.
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Large Marge dead at 67.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, the lady acted her whole life, and that's what she's known for. Tell him Large Marge, she tried real hard.
Claymation and freaks everybody out.
Tell her Large Marge sent you.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that
Hey,
was cool.
Simone. Good stuff.
My girl didn't want to be on camera. She's a little bit shy.
I know, man. I saw.
Yeah.
Colossus joining the group.
Is Colossus here?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Colossus.
Yeah, Colossus.
And Mark
How you
LaFerrier.
doing, Chewbacca?
How you doing, Colossus? Marsha, go see him.
Marsha.
I'm going to go with, yeah, probably. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Davy Jones, Marsha.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Marsha. Yeah.
Look what you've done to me.
And she looked like this. Yeah.
I love that in the Brady Bunch movie, Davy Jones was back.
Yeah.
Sang
That
the
was
song.
cool. That was
And that the
good,
hot
man.
French teacher was going crazy and that Davy Jones was singing.
Hello, Ringo.
I
Yeah,
like
that was
it.
cool.
I was watching A Hard Day's Night today. Do you remember when we filmed that movie, Paul?
I was right. You know, that was a great film and all of that. You know,
We were in black and white, yet we were very colorful, weren't we, Paul?
you know, all the girls, they were chasing us around and all
right.
of that.
What's
there we
that?
go.
There's Davy
Ooh.
Jones.
Davy Jones.
Wow.
I always said that it would have been really cool if Davy Jones had lived a little longer.
That's awesome.
I would have cast him as a mob boss who was a former teen idol and had like those great British crime movies where you do have like, you know, the really cool British gangsters. And I'd make him like a British leader and that he really was like a crime lord. But like in his younger days was like a rock and roll teen idol and he would still like be doing shows and stuff. And then you'd see him like Bob Hoskins in The Long Good Friday or whatever, or in Snatch, Bricktop, Fade Him to the Pigs. Good stuff.
You
I don't know,
really
that
thought
was-
this out, Johnny.
What's that?
You really thought this
Well,
out.
I honestly, if I were an artist, Negan, I would have made it into seriously like a comic book or something because I just like my bad guy would be based on Davy Jones as a crime boss.
Take him to Detroit. No, not Detroit. No.
That was Kentucky Fried Movie? No.
That was Dan Aykroyd. Whatever that. I think it was.
Detroit? No.
Was it?
Boy,
No,
that was
it was one of those Kentucky Fried Movies or something.
Kentucky Fried Movie. Yeah.
I
Take
like
him
that.
to Detroit.
No. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, did you see that creepy picture of Bill on the toilet holding a gun?
Boy,
no.
Sienkiewicz challenged to draw Bill from his Facebook photo while holding a pistol.
Am I right, Wayne? Wasn't he
I'm
like
not
sitting on
gonna
the
do
toilet? It was really creepy. He's basically naked on the toilet. You don't see anything, thank God, except for like, his hind quarter, like, the side shot of like not the butt cheek, but like your upper thigh.
Was it a photo or a drawing?
It's a photo.
And what are people
Whoa.
doing with this now?
And he's holding a gun. Wayne, explain it, because I saw it and I'm like, and I love Bill, but I'm like, all right. Yeah, that one. Yep.
Really?
And there's no square on the picture I saw.
What's he
You see
doing?
cheek.
And
Was
why
he
are we?
smoking
Why are we showing this?
Was he smoking a cigar down there? Is that why they had to blur it out?
No, you can see his butt.
No Jeff Goldblum shower.
I don't think I saw the
No.
full model.
Oh, I saw. Again, yeah, you don't see a crank or anything there, and you don't see any butt crack or anything like that. But yeah, you do see like the side shot of his ass, basically.
Was tennis downstairs tennis don't make an appearance?
Yeah, thank God.
Now that they're quarantined, you don't see them much.
This is my favorite version of it, actually, right here. Hold on.
Oh, don't give me. Yeah, it makes sense. Buzz is challenging artist to drop Bill from.
Oh,
Okay. No, and obviously he's clowning around. God
Challenging
bless
artist
him.
to
but-
Oh, the Phantom Zone.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, exactly. Boy, that's the last
Jor-El.
place. That's where Jor-El sent those guys. Was right up the crank of Bill Sienkiewicz.
Why is he doing that?
No, forgive me.
I don't understand why that happened.
Bill
Is that
Sienkiewicz.
from a movie, maybe?
No, the story, theoretically, from what I understand, from what I read, is that he was trying to prove a point of, this is a picture from a few years ago, apparently,
Clearly.
where artists were drawing women so that you can see their breast and their ass at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And people were complaining that that's physically impossible. And Bill wanted to prove a point that it is physically possible.
Well,
and
there you go.
there you have
Milo Manara.
That it
Spider-Woman.
was, or that it wasn't physically impossible.
It is possible.
physically impossible.
Am I
Physically-
right? Wasn't it the Milo Manara Spider-Woman cover that all the women were complaining about?
Yes.
It's Milo Manara, kids.
He wanted to prove a point, and he proved it.
Dirty
Do you
Days.
guys?
Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
true, Mark.
6 guys to get together and talk
True,
about
Mark.
cranks.
A
That's
lot.
right. On the last live podcast we did with Mike, we talked about nipples a lot. So this even fell out.
He
Wait
said
till
the word nipples, I am so getting fired.
Do you guys, are you aware of the Canadian comic book TV show Prisoners of Gravity?
No.
I never heard of this thing ever.
It's a Canadian
No.
thing. Mark, who you just put up his caption, put me in touch with the host of it. There are episodes on YouTube, and they're great. And the guy who did the show, Rick Green, was maybe it was a Catwoman cover, but anyway, there are episodes on YouTube, and Mark put me in touch with the host. I'm going to have him on Word Balloon because it was a really good interview show in the early 90s on Canadian television. Remember the Anti-Gravity Room? It was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, I was on there. I had an episode on it with the crazy.
He was a streaker on there.
Yeah.
That's right. He greased up and showed his crank.
I don't know if there's any
Adrian
footage
Barbeau
of
was
He
in
that.
was
judge.
playing a lawyer on spring break.
Busy
Yeah.
Phillips was there too. And Judah Freelander.
I was on that, and I was on that Chicago show that they would wander around with the camera.
Wild Chicago?
Wild Chicago. They interviewed me in the Crybaby outfit. Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
I was on both of those shows.
Wow. Well, the one we'd see in Chicago, of course.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I got excited.
Rick Green. Thank you, Wayne. Yes, that's the host name of Prisoners of Gravity. Fun show, honestly. That's another thing to watch on YouTube. That's free and sitting there. But really good. The guy was a really good interview, and he did really good comic creator interviews. Neat show.
You have to take your word for it.
Yes,
I don't know what you're talking about.
that's all right. My Canadian friends know what I'm talking about. It's true.
Yeah, anti-gravity comic show. I remember. I was
Yeah, it
real
was a good
excited.
show.
I think they reviewed my book, or it was a little video. I can't remember exactly.
I remember Mike Carlin being on there when he was still
Yeah.
the Superman group editor and everything.
Yeah, I think I have a VCRs tape that has all my appearances. I put them all on one thing.
We got a.
Pretty cool.
Do you still have a VCRs a player?
I do.
Because
I
I've
don't
got
know if
a.
it works, but I got one. Yeah.
You do? Oh,
I've got a way of a patch cord that plugs into a laptop, and I upload my boxing TV appearances.
Oh,
and I've done that. So it is
like
possible
that.
if you bring me the videotape, I can make them into digitales.
That's cool because I know when I was going to debut on Wild Chicago, and I know that I got interviewed at the show, and the guy told me, "Oh, you'll be on this week or whatever." And so all my friends came over, and they used my clip of me in the opening. So as the show went on, and you see my Crybaby character holding this Cray Stick of Joy in the comic book and dancing, and my whole living room erupted. Yeah! and then the interview during the thing was real quick, and they just gave me the mic in like 1 or 2 words, but the room erupted like, yeah! And then we all ordered pizza and maybe played poker and stuff. It was really cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It was 2 seconds of awesomeness.
I understand.
Yeah.
I just almost made a very funny joke, but I can't say it.
It was very sexual, wasn't it?
Yes.
In nature. Yeah.
Except that name.
I was waiting for somebody. I set you guys up.
No, we
use that
would
filter.
never go there.
No, never.
You don't have to.
It's a family show.
You use the filter.
It's the 200th family show.
Johnny can edit it out.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, we're gonna edit it right now. We got
Already
editing software.
outside.
Jack Chu, a big fan of Wild Chicago, of course.
Well, Chicago was real cool.
That was a
I'm
fun
a
show.
big fan of Jack Chu.
Yeah, I like Jackie.
Good man.
He rides a scooter, that guy. Prisoners of Gravity. Is it?
I like 'em.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Oh, that was our 200th show. That was pretty good. 200.
And it's
We're running long. So on the next episode, we're all going to tell ghost stories.
Oh, we forgot to do ghost stories.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was the final episode.
Yeah, we're going to start again with a new number 1, and we're going to reboot the whole thing.
Reboot.
Oh, it's a new 52.
We're going to get new hosts and everything.
This is going to be a variant
Oh.
podcast.
We're gonna all be more diverse.
I'm going to wear a different hat.
Next one.
Oh, it's Scooter
Oh,
broke.
no.
Sorry, Jack.
Oh, Jack's scooter's broke.
Way to
Oh,
bring us
yeah.
down on the end of the show, Jack.
Oh, you had to retire that.
Guest
scooter.
hosts of the Anti-Gravity Room included Kevin Smith and Ben Stiller. It was the 90s and pre-internet. Yep, it was the closest thing most of us Comic Geek fans had to finding out we had others like us out there. It's true, Matt. That's very true.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was it G4, G3? Was the
Sci-Fi Channel. Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah. Where that lady who's real famous now was on a lot of those shows. I
No,
don't
no,
know, she
that's
played
Attack of the
Psylocke.
Show. That was Attack of the Show.
Attack of the Show.
That's what's her face?
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Yes.
Yes, no problem, John. You are welcome.
I'd like to thank Anthony Daniels for joining us on the show.
Oh,
I'm sorry
my
that
man,
the rest of
thanks.
his I'm sorry that the rest of his costume couldn't show up.
The pleasure is all mine.
He looks good, yeah.
But yeah.
You got to
On
do
the
the Ray
next-
Romano voice, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, in the next episode, we're going to tell ghost stories. So
I'm for it. I got a couple
Yeah.
ghost stories.
Oh, do you? That's good.
Already, you got a ton of ghost stories.
Yeah.
Save it though. Save it for the pod.
I'll
Save it
save
for
them,
the
yeah. I told you
Send
guys
some
a lot of them.
Squatch
though.
stories too.
I don't have Squatch. I got Squatch experience talking to other people.
And Skoke will be reciting lines from Ghost Dad to fill out the thing. Exactly.
That's right.
Thank you, Kevin.
200th. Thank you. This was good, right?
I think so.
Sure.
Do all right.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
All right.
Follow us when you see us.
Yeah.
I like Pink very much, Lois.
If we start walking faster, that means you got to start running if you're going to follow us, you know.
Yeah. We walk pretty slow though.
We walk like men.
Like
Especially-
men. No hurry. Just
No hurry at all.
It's
wait.
reservoir
That's
dogs.
cool, man.
I told you I'd be there. Just
Let's
you
keep
gotta wait.
living, man.
We walk like
Mhm.
men until we see that line to get into C2E2. Then we start walking fast.
Like,
We have to go to the Javits Center and they make us walk around the entire damn building before we walk into the damn place.
mhm.
Maybe if you knew somebody, you'd be able to get in.
I believe me, I know. I'm gonna have to. Well, the Scoot let me in the one time. Last time I was there.
Who let Scoot in?
Exactly. You did.
Mhm.
You did. Who broke my heart? You did. You did. That's ABC Poison Arrow. Shoot that poison arrow to my heart.
When
Classic.
Smokey sings, I like that one too.
Yep. And Look of Love. When your girl leaves you out on the pavement, goodbye, and your dreams fall apart at the seams. I love that song. Your
And on that
reason-
note, I'm going to say I like Pink very much, Lois.
I don't know what any of it is.
I love ABC very much, Lois.
Mm-hmm.
I like Spring Break Lawyer very much, Lois.
Man, we cannot wait. We got that's an rewatch.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Come
thanks.
on. Come on. Now
bad.
you got, all right, Skoke, post-virus, you're bringing that movie over. We are digitizing it, and we are on. And actually, if I find it on YouTube, look for it in the chat, kids. Spring Break Lawyer. I'm looking for it now.
Looked at YouTube. It's not on YouTube. No.
I have
I looked.
I have digitized clips.
Oh yeah.
We're going to show them on the next Oh Yeah podcast.
Yeah, but I want exactly. I want the full Busy Phillips performance.
We
The
can
trailer
include
is
that in
online,
Full
however.
Skoke. I want to see the full Skoke.
I have the footage. I have.
I want to go
digitized
full
footage.
Skoke.
That's not what I heard.
full Skoke. The Skoke
I
Monty.
was blurred out. It was blurred out.
Yeah, it was. Sure it
I heard it
was.
was a small blood.
You're gonna need a longer lens.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, everybody, follow us when you
Sure.
see us.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out my live stream tomorrow. I'll be live at 2:00 painting in my studio. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna have a
that's
live
cool.
stream. It's gonna go like 8 hours long.
Say it, Ernie.
Yeah.
Do it.
Follow us when you see us. Be nice to each other. Stop crying. Okay, bye bye. I like Pete very much, so okay, bye.